I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the date done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manning's man, and some of you, you're in the press conference. This thumbnail and this description was done before the press conference for the launch of the new Reggae Boys, the Jamaica football team kits went on. But we're going to talk a little bit about it. It was just completed. So just come on to the stream as quick as possible. Remember, once you come on, we ask you to hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to I Am Sure Sports, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you do that right. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share the video. We need to, before we get into the content, we're going to cover those things. But like I said, the first thing that we want to cover today is what just happened there in Kingston with the launching of the Adidas kit. We heard from the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Mr. Mike Ricketts. We heard from the new general secretary, Mr. Dennis Chung. We also heard from the new appointed head coach, Himir Hallgrimson. He spoke as well. We had some questions as well from some reporters. So a lot was said. So please come on, join the stream, share your thoughts. Let me know. A big thank you to the sponsors of this video. The sponsors are Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need it the most, and Launch Legacy, where they handle risk and they seek legacy. So for all your personal insurance need in Canada, in and USA, visit Launch Legacy at launchlegacy.com. All right. Check that out right now. But again, thanks to everyone who has joined. I'm going to invite a few persons to be a part of this stream. Very good. What I would say, of course, if you have issues, some people are going to find everything to complain about, right? Because that's just their nature. So no matter what happens, there are going to be lots of negative comments, all right? It's just how we are in Jamaica. There is going to be tons of negative, lots of criticism, because as Jamaicans, and I include myself in that, we 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 are just like that. We are just like that as a people. We always see all the wrongs before we see the good. All right. But I heard some things, especially from the coach, that I think are of great importance that I personally want to discuss from the coach, and a few other things. Then I'm going to make, always take time on my platform to kind of say what I want to say, lest I get, as the program progress, I get so into the program that the salient points are not um, addressed. So I want to help first, and then we're gonna get to the Champions League stuff. We're gonna get into the JPL stuff, but we're gonna deal with this, right? For those of you who are not it was on YouTube, so the video is there. You can go back and watch it. So basically, it was the president was talking about the importance of the Adidas deal and the necessity of having a deal like this to impact football communities, society, and a whole, in every single way, socially, mentally, emotionally. And like I said, the importance of and the significance of the deal financially to Jamaica, and its impact. The General Secretary kind of spoke to how this is not just a footballing thing, it is tapping into the Jamaican culture and the great reviews that it has received just globally, and therefore there's a projection of a significant financial benefit to Jamaica coming out of this Adidas deal. All right. Both also spoke about all the things that are coming up. You have heard some of these things. 2 games against Trinidad and Tobago, 1 game against Mexico, 1 game against Guatemala, the under 20 team, right? The under 20 team. Yeah, big up Chris Wayne. The under 20 team, the under 20 female team competition, the Gold Cup coming up, the World Cup for the females, the Olympic qualifiers for the females, the Nations League back in November, and then going into 2024, just all of those other things happening. So they spoke about just a loaded year. All right, but I want to get to the coach because there are some things that are being said, and that I think sometimes as people, and understand this, I include myself, we must think about including me. You notice I'm putting myself in there because I'm being real. We must think about the things that we speak out of our mouth, because when words go out, they cannot go back in, and the damage that they do many times are beyond repair. Now, I know sometimes when we look back at the things that we have said, and this includes me, we say sometimes that, boy, maybe I should not have said it that way, maybe I should have waited a little longer. What I'm saying that as it relates to the coach, some of the things that are already being expressed are unhealthy for the coach to operate. So I'm going to deal with that, all right? Now, anytime, and I keep on saying this, anytime any coach anywhere selects a team, players are always going to believe that they should be in it, and they are going to have our problems. Fans will feel the same way, because no coach in no team nowhere in the world will be able to please every single player available to him and every single fan that supports the team. What we as fans need to do is understand that we are here to support the team and not to select the team. Full autonomy is given to a head coach to select the team, whether it be the national team or a club team. I don't like some of Arteta's selection, but he is the head coach and he has autonomy to select the team. What I do is that when the team is selected at the end of the game, depending on the performance, as a fan, I have a right to criticize the selection, but I am not here to make the selection. No, so they are just I mean, just outside of Jamaica, there are more than, last check, including United States, other places in the world. I don't know if you know this, but over 800 persons, right? 800. There's many more now. I'm just giving you like the lowest possible figure. 800 persons, 800 persons who could play football on the male side for Jamaica. In Jamaica, you have an next 800. So that's, so let's say 1,600 people. So let's work with, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Every single player who plays outside of Jamaica, they are better. So the coach has 800 players playing in leagues all across the world, excluding the league in Jamaica. And he needs to select a squad of 20 players. Now, work with me if you are into maths. 10% of 800 is 80. 5% of 800 is 40. 5%. 5%. 2.5% of 800 is 20. Every 10 player you and I know, only 2.5 out of those players in every 10 will be selected by the coach. So let's put it at 2. Only 2 out of every 10 player that you think will be selected by a coach. Because less than, and this is just Jamaica, and I'm talking about those overseas alone playing. In England, in the USA, in other places, in Europe, North, Central America, and Caribbean, right? Only 2% of the players get selected to a squad of 20. 2%. 2% people. So obviously, players and fans are always going to believe that this player not. So from time to time, like since the coach has been here, in the first month, at the end of January, he has received 480 names of players in England alone. And oftentimes when we come on these platforms, including me, we said this player should, this player should, this player should. It is not possible, people, for the coach to call all of them or to try all of them in one World Cup cycle. It would be too much rotation if we are just talking about the close to 400 players in England alone. Therefore, all of us must understand that there are some players, good ones, bad ones, in between ones, who may not get the call. You're going to miss some, you're going to get some wrong, and you're going to get some right. It is the way of football. It happens in every single nation. So even if the club, even if the coach decides that for the games that I'm going to play, I'm going to select only players playing in England, he will still not call some of them. I want you to hear me. He will still not call some of them. There are some players in England who qualify to play for Jamaica, they will not be called. Not because they can't play, not because they are not good, but guess what? Not everybody is going to get called. And so oftentimes when you come on these platforms and we already want to berate the coach about a training squad, not even a squad for a game. Some people training for a quickly arranged friendly. It seems nonsensical to me. I think what we need to do is, if we see a player, Dwight McNeil is a good player, was at Burnley, plays, I think, at Everton now. So, Dwight McNeil plays a position that, if any of you know Jamaican people, qualifying to play for Jamaica. Check it. Majority of the players are fast players who play on the flank. You notice that one of the areas of weakness, just look at the stats. Look how many international goalkeepers Jamaica have. Look how many CDMs we have. How many, what you call number 10s or traditional number 10s we have. But here's what I'll tell you. You see like wing, what you call right back, left back, players who play on the flank. We have a lot of those. The greatest percentage of players we have is in those areas. What does that mean? So, you have like, let's call some name. Dwight McNeil, Leon Bailey, Bobby Reed, Demarai Gray, Edwards. I mean, you have the youngster called Tyler Roberts. You have all of these guys. Lembe Kisa. You have Kaheem Paris. You have oh geez, just you have so many wingers. So many wingers. All right, so many wingers. So at some point, I mean, I know I'm missing some name. I just call in randomly, right? At some point, Omari Hutchinson, right? At some point, even if you just look at the players in England alone, and you're calling a 20-man squad, Dwight McNeil may not be called, or Leon Bailey may not be called, or Omari Hutchinson may not be called, or Bobby Reed may not be called, and you may lose the match. It don't mean that they're not good. But there are so many others. That's the point I'm making. So not because we as the fans, we scour through the leagues in England and we find these players who can represent Jamaica means that all of them are at some point going to be called up. All of them. The coach cannot continue like we did in the last campaign. This coach cannot start out his whole process by keeping changing and looking at every single player. So here's what he said. We have 2 games. Watch this. We have 4 games. We have 4 games. 2 against Trinidad. And that is predominantly for the ones who is training with here. Then he says we have one in the Guatemala game, April 15 in New York. Told you about that before. So that is going to be probably for USL players who their club will give them the time to play. All right? Then you have the Nations League game. The Nations League game, obviously, the coach will have to call his Mikel Antonio, his Leon Bailey, his Ethan Pinnock, his Bobby Reed, his just all of these guys, who have been playing, the Andre Blake, all of these guys, because he wants to win the game. You cannot use that game to bring in a new player, no matter whether he's from Jamaica, the United States, or to try them out. They have to play in the practice games that you have, or the friendlies, to be tried out. Unless you're bringing in like a Demarai Gray, who is a starter at Everton, and you're already scouting him and watching him, you're bringing him. But you can't bring in 10 of them to come in and play, and if you lose a game against Mexico or you win the game, when you're going to the World Cup, you bring back an next 10. It will not work. So we, the fans, sometimes need to temper our conversation about players that are available, because there's no possible way all the players are, though all of them may be good, because it is 20 players generally. 2.5%. A good example is Chelsea. Omari Hutchinson has not made a Chelsea squad, and he's a good player. They want to send him out on loan. But in his position, they have Modric, they have the American, forgot his name, so remember it. They have Raheem Sterling. They have so many signings. Jamaica has many players who play in that position. So I didn't even call Jamal Lowe. So unfortunately, some will not be called up. That's just the way it is. And it's not that, it's just like England. The reason why Jamaica is able to get some of these players is because all of them cannot play for England. So in the same way, all of them will not be Pulisic, right? Thank you, King Job. All of them will not be able to play for Jamaica, not because they are not good, but because not everybody will be called up. Because when it comes on to what you call wingers, over the years of me watching Jamaican football, Jamaica have the most winger. Because everybody who play football in Jamaica start out with a game called scrimmage. And scrimmage, you stay out wide, you get the ball, you shift and you kick. You know, run back, go tackle. So, what is management point? I think we need to give Coach Hal Grimson an opportunity. Please. And stop complaining about why they don't call this player, why they don't call this player. He answered you. There is a database. And I'm telling you people, I said it before, there are 3 in the database. They have red, green, and amber. All right? Green means you have played or you have the requisite documentation. Right? And the players are in groupings, like you have red, green, amber. So the green is those who can play. And you have those who can play in a pool A. Pool A, you would have like the core players, like the Mikel Antonio, Eason Pinnock, Bobby Reed, Ravel Morrison, Damian Lowe, Captain Andre Blake. You understand me? Those players are in what you call your A pool, and they have the green because they have played. All right? You have some other players in the A pool, but they are not green. For example, right? For example, they are not green. They are in the A pool, but they are amber, meaning they probably have desire to play for Jamaica, but they don't have the requisite stuff yet, or they are undecided. So they are amber, but if they were to get the okay and say yes they want to, they would go into the green, meaning go. There are some players who are going to be in the red, like an Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is in the red because Ivan Toney has not made a decision that he wants to play for Jamaica. So he's in the red. He could change his mind. So should we continue to discuss it? No. And I believe, for those who put grey, I believe that the next time Jamaica plays a official game, which is in March, you will see Demarai Gray in a Jamaica jersey. Mark my words. I am sure that the next time Jamaica plays, unless he's injured, you will see Demarai Gray in a Jamaica jersey playing. I am sure. The coach stated in an earlier interview that he went to England. He spoke about the database. He has players from 17 to 30 in it. But we need to relax, people, and let the coach do his job. And sometimes we say things in jest, but they are negative. And sometimes we just need to stop with the negativity and just give the thing. Yeah, listen. Yeah, tear down the JFF if you want. But I am asking you to give the coach a chance. Give the coach a chance. All right? Give the coach a chance. Just give the coach a chance. And again, people, I'm telling you this because the database just outside of Jamaica alone, people, there are over 800 and odd people. I'm talking players from like Kanaya Boyce Clark. You have players like Kiddo Taylor Hart. All of these guys. Casanova at Tottenham. All of these young players, old players, Lovelace, all of these players are in it. Over 800 of them. There's no way even Pep coaching this Jamaica team could call all of them. No way. Especially the one position you're going to see a lot of people. Listen, I believe personally, based on form, Bobby Reid has been on better form in the EPL than Leon Bailey this season. That's me personally. Bobby Reid at Fulham has been on better form in the EPL this season than Leon Bailey. And therefore, I think like Bobby Reid should be called up. So, if they call up Bobby Reid based on his present form and say Jamal Lowe don't get called up, because the coach still say, okay, let me call Bobby Reid, Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray, and say Omari Hutchinson, those four. That's four wingers, two for each side, right? And he says, okay, I'm not going to call this particular person for this game. It don't mean that is bad. It don't mean. But what I don't want, what I don't think that we should do is basically using the GFF fat to fry the coach. We shouldn't use the GFF fat to fry the coach. And start juxtaposing all kind of things. Because not everyone will be selected. Unseen Sports, welcome to the show. Right? So that's one of the things I want to speak about. So you have to remember that there are three groups of players. You have the A, the B, and the C players. You also have those who have the red light, the green light, and the amber. And he said it in the press conference. Some will, people will get old and go out, and others will come in, form will improve, all of those things. Unseen, welcome to the show. Go ahead. We have a call coming in here. Let me see if I can. What say you, Unseen? Let me see if I can.
Well, man is one. Big up to the fans there in the comment section,
Well, let me see if I have the caller. Hello? Caller.
Hello, good day. How are you?
Hold on there, Unseen. We have Rich. On the phone because I'm hearing him. Go ahead, man. Your time to talk. I've been doing well in giving thanks.
man,
How you doing?
The last time I spoke with you, you weren't feeling too well.
Yeah, man. You're still in my throat and thing. Yeah. I see you're asking if I didn't even see it. So you don't want to be unalive, right? Because I'm actually unalive,
Yeah, man. You're too late for that, man already.
me just realize. Me just for the phone and see. Oh, jeez. I am so sorry. My apologies.
Yeah,
Right, I
man.
didn't. My
Yeah,
apologies.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But at least I didn't ask any questions. So if you don't want to, then you don't know, you can cut out and then we can talk. Or you can, if you want to share anything, because you're in the press conference, you can share that as well. So,
Yeah, man. I mean, it is good that we're gonna have a few games. You know, I was told before that there were going to be these games, but it confirmed now. Me, I fair wonder if some man I work with the time, all these, and it is good. Good that we have games. Good that we have games. Good that we can make steps going forward, and it is good for the federation. I mean, I like that the federation is strong. Even though that we have gone on a couple of failed missions, we are making steps to do things the other way. And other ways is good.
yeah, man. And I mean, what you think about the coach, just speaking about, the games and the fact that he creating this database and, he spoke about that. I don't know if you heard that part.
One thing I can tell you about, you know, um, Mr. Parchment, Mr. Omar Stennett, and AKA Management, AKA Unseen, you know, you have to know the people them who you are deal with, If you want to know, we have to look at these people. And Mr. Algrim, stuff like that. We need a coach like that. It's not a normal coach that we have now, It's not a man where I try something. You have to check the world of football now. I heard you were explaining to a person the other night that there are people with higher level of qualification in women football, higher than even Pep Guardiola. And
Yeah.
enough people are saying, wait, our man is man at talk about, but they don't really understand the level of football. Really,
Yeah.
you understand? And it was great that you pointed out that, and it was good that he had taken the lesson and he learned, because he can take that back now with him and he can grow from that. For you, give him the knowledge, and you have given many more people on this platform, YouTube platform, Jamaican wise, knowledge that they can look up to, and credibility, credible knowledge that you can say, yeah man, go
Yeah,
with, unseen himself.
yeah, it's just like I was saying yesterday, about the whole thing with the U17 is that some people, can coach people. They can train people how to coach, but they can't coach people how to play. It's two different things.
Correct.
I can be
Correct.
I can tell you, because I'm very good at executing this theory to you, right?
Yes.
Because I know how to help you to understand things, but I can't move it
Yes.
from understanding to practically applying it, which is the coaching part. You understand
Right.
me? So
Yeah.
you may even ascend to the highest levels in terms of the degrees and all of them things. That you probably have a UEFA license, but your UEFA license don't mean,
Yeah.
and that is why some people don't coach teams. They coach coaches.
Right. Correct. And this is it now. And this is what people don't understand, that I personally looking at football of the prospect of not only coaching players, because in England they don't do football. They call them unseen.
You're going in and
They
out,
call
sir.
them
Yeah, you're going in and out.
they call them managers.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
you're managing players on and off the field. You're
Exactly.
managing these players, so you're managers of players of this particular academy or of this particular club. It's not only coach you, coach them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's huger than what you think or what people say. So Mr. Algrim, so man, the question, go back to the question what you were asking. Mr. Algrim is a pro license coach, right, man?
Yeah,
Correct
pro.
me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, man, pro. Yeah.
I'm pro license coaches are these majority, you can Google it, anybody can go check it. Majority pro license coaches are university grads.
Yep.
They're highly educated
Yeah.
people.
Listen. So he's a highly qualified dentist. All right.
Yes.
So that is an
By
indication
profession.
by
By
profession. And
profession.
you know that, and right, and so he went to university to study medicine and then segued into the whole dental thing. All right.
Yes.
So remember now I'm telling you about the database. This is the first time Jamaica have it just having something like this. It goes to show that it is not just the on the field thing. You know what he said when he was asked the question about what was they were so impressed about the meeting. He spoke about some of the things that they needed to do. All right, let me give you a simple breakdown, right? Like with the team manager, one of the things he wants is that anywhere Jamaica is going to play, the people must go there first before the team get there and be there, so that when the team gets there, you already
Everything is in place.
the field. You cannot turn up, and then when you turn up to go train to the field, you see cope on it for the first time. That can't happen. So when you get there, you already have your team manager waiting in a bus to pick you up at the airport when the contingent of players and stuff coming. Those things those are some of the things that he's saying. This is how you qualify. These intangibles off the field stuff. The chef must be there so that when the players get there for the first time, their first meal is prepared. And even if the chef is not doing it, he's testing all the food to make sure that the players not going to have any diarrhea.
Correct. Correct. And this is how it goes in the world of football. I mean, Mount Pleasant is not doing great for no reason. Them have four head and not together.
Yep. Hey, listen, on
And
Sunday, right? We're at the game at Jacksal, several of us, and they were talking to one of the members of the coaching staff, and not going to call his name, but when they have double headers, right? You know that most of the Jamaican unseen, you know this too, most of the Jamaican football field, they only have two dressing rooms, one for the away team and one for the home team.
one for home.
All right. So normally, when there's a double header, then there's a problem because the teams that are going to play second can't go in the dressing room until after halftime. And what happened is that after halftime, the first two teams have to take out all their stuff and put it in their team bus. Then the away team, the two second teams can go in and change and forgo start warm up. So here's what, and this is the Mount Pleasant staff did. They bought a big tent, right? And they bought chairs. So their players don't have to wait until halftime. They have a place that they can change. That is management, you know.
Yeah, man. That's how you run a club.
There you go, sir.
Yeah, man. Because you know that this, you need that. And you have to put that into perspective to make sure that, and
yeah, Unseen will have something to say. So just, I think he wants to say something to you. So just, are you finish what you're saying and then?
Go, yeah, just piggyback to what I was saying about Coach Argument, sir. And, his first session is a man who don't live in paperwork.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed about him, he don't leave that at all, and that is good to show that, you understand? You can always reconcile and them things, but yes, when you write it down, to go back and look on it and see that unseen business there, and that's a pro license coach. You have to say some of them they have people who does that for them, but some of them want to do it for themselves. And him doing that, showing the level of coaching that he has, I want Jamaica to look forward and go forward this man, because this man is just somebody that we have never seen. Don't watch what the shape. Don't watch what happened in the past. We're dealing with the present now. We're dealing with arguments. It's his time now. Just give him the time to shine. We as a nation should have just rally around him
Yeah,
and make
man.
sure say it work out for the better Jamaican football. And we just can just go forward. Even the player that said that just is routine warm up, him tired, him bust already.
Yeah.
And that's a pro license coach, and him can step it up. You understand? So, Anthony, you can say what you want to say. If it's a question, go ahead.
All right, so it's a question something that I'm observing. So, based on what Algrims is saying, how we can put this now? So, what can improve? What can improve the success of Algrims now at Jamaica would be for us to fix from the club level, right? So, in other words, we are trying
I
to
pick
fix
up
from.
in. I don't want to stop it here, sir.
Hmm.
We have to start from primary level before we go club level. Really think about it. We have to start it from the school and coming up. But go on, say what you're saying. Go ahead.
Right? So, no man, club level would have the primary youth them in the club from them. You understand me? Because schools not really a PE teacher coach pick me. That don't make no sense. You see me? PE teacher get paid to teach, not for coach. We move past that now. So where is we are trying to fix the issues at international level. We should have fix it from a club level. Now, reason with a friend. Portmore stream a game, right? Them don't know what to do. Them don't understand, them don't know what to do. Somebody else have helped them. Who in the media thing like me and management, right? I've helped them to stream and teach them a little stuff. Now, a club like Portmore, when you look at that now, you ask yourselves, well, the football are way behind. If you understand what I mean? How you sell a player? How you do your analysis? Use the technology, the clippings with the analysis. It's like we just have we are coach based on what I see. We now use technology in our game. And I think when Algrim say evaluate players and go a training session and go look at what the players doing to see why these players not getting better or performing better. These are some of the issues. We need as clubs to tap into the technology part of the football. It is very, very vital important for us, Manningsman and Richie. Don't know what you think about it, but that's the question out there.
Brother, technology is one of the higher aspect of football these days. You know what I mean? You have to do a medical. A medical most time is to check your health, your heart rate, your breathing, your heart stuff like that. We have to take it up to that strategy of our football. We also have to have a sports psychologist because we don't know what some of these players are going home and what they are facing and what they are coming out on the field to play. And we are just telling them, oh, you're not run back, you're not listening. And everything. We need to have these people in place, and all the teams need to have a sports psychiatrist going forward.
Let me say this because one of the things the coach raised is this. So he said, right? He came from a place where you don't see trees and almost um 3/4 of the year is in darkness. So they don't have grass, but they don't grow grass, but their pitches are perfect. He comes to
How
Jamaica.
that possible?
Well, under he comes to Jamaica, he says, this is what he said. And he says,
Land of food and water.
right, he says there is grass, and he cannot understand how the pitches are so bad. But yet, he drives past a
Course.
um, um, what do you call
Golf
it?
course.
Golf course. And it is pristine.
Grass,
It is
grass perfect. Grass
perfect.
perfect.
You go on it, the ball roll without a bump. But yet, our fields don't have that. He goes on and he says this, that players are sold based on their stats, pass completion, accurate passes. That is why nobody can get sell for Jamaica for no money. Because our pass completion is going to be so
It's
low
low.
because you can't pass a ball properly. All of those things will be affected. Statistically, Jamaican players will always be who are in our local leagues at some of the lowest levels because the pitches are so bad. So he said this. So that is why Jamaica has to play a long ball, or that is why they play a long ball.
So, yeah. But man, look at this example. Jacksal and the polo field. Which one them prettier?
In Polo Field,
They know
man.
what's a polo field.
Oh, you don't understand. Hey, let me tell you, yo, people, the polo field pretty like a money, you know.
So let me ask you this though, unseen, because the bigger issue is that who owns Draxal?
Community.
No, the government of Jamaica.
They're going, yeah.
It is owned by the parish council. The parish council is the government. The parish
Right.
council lease it. It is the government who own it. So how can private citizens be able to provide better facilities than the government?
Impossible.
And that is the mecca of the Garden Parish football.
But it happened. Listen, I saw the game at Freddie Nita. Listen, even up by JC, you'd want to believe that Jamaica College have enough past students, and they have done a good job. You have to commend them. The track and field part is good. The lighting is good. You see the surface that the game play on? They feel bumpy. I saw the Chapperton number 12, I believe. A ball came across for him to tap in. By the time the man supposed to put him left foot, man, the ball no bump up past the man chest and gone, man. And people saying, what this? Because
Yeah.
knock it in.
Should knock it in. And a team fault. Normally, when a good fielder sit right on him foot.
Exactly. Now, we have been crying out about these things for all of these years. You tell me, name me 5 good football surfaces in Jamaica. Sorry, Richie, you have been to many places. Tell me 5 good football surfaces that anytime you go there, the surfaces are always in pristine conditions.
Okay, so 5, including the national. We can talk about the national stadium as well.
Yeah, so let's say the National Stadium as one. So
Okay,
4 more we need to find.
Okay, the national stadium. Freddie Nita Park.
Really? No, you not see Freddie Nita Park. Really?
The Anet Garden home ground.
No, man, that's a Tony Spalding.
That is it.
Yeah.
Freddie Nita Park is where is at Portmore,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No. That is not. I'm talking the Anet Garden. Tony Spalding. Tony Spalding. I would say red stripe field.
Yeah,
which we don't
red
use
yeah, man.
anymore.
Red stripe field is normally a good field.
Yeah, red stripe field is very good as well. I'm going all island. Catching all
Yeah.
to a lesser extent, and I can't find any more.
Yeah. There you go. And red stripe we don't even use,
Yes, I can't find any more.
but that's it. There's no good feel that you can say, boy, let's go play some ball and this and it ball will go roll proper. You go there this week and next
Yes.
week is a different thing. A little rainfall and sunshine the next day. The feel is terrible, and the coach spoke about those things. I think some of those things the JFF now need to partner with the government to strategically fix.
Man, you are on sports complex on good field, you know.
Is it
Better than JC
is it
right
big
now,
enough?
I can tell you that.
Is it big enough?
Yeah, man, bigger, the best color league player in the country, yes, man.
No, me not
Biggest man league.
unseen. Somebody tell me say so. Because
No, I'm tell him something, say no, which part me talk.
unseen. Unseen. Nobody bring them. The
It was-
biggest corner league play and it no mean nothing.
No, me I try to make you remember where you pick out the wrong thing. What me I say? All
What
the
are
while.
you?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to make you remember where it is. You are talking about you know really mean nothing. I talk, you
I know
understand
the
me?
deal, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are done. Right. Jesus.
All right. The Yuatan field, from what I know, is very bumpy. Lots of grass, but bumpy.
Exactly. Just as how the Jackson field. You look on Jackson field on the TV, you think it's a great field, but going on it, it's a bumpy
Yeah.
pitch.
All right. All right. You know that the
There's a lot
Jackson.
of holes.
All right. So watch this now. Watch it. You make a good point because unseen we're at Draxall on Sunday. The players never complain about the surface like the last game. But yes, when you go on the field, you see all this. You understand me? The stuff, the digging up and thing. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. I see champ deck. Here's what I say now. This is where we have missed the plot. Me now ask the government to give Michael Ricketts nothing. At no point did I suggest that. The government fixing Draxall now have nothing to do with Michael Ricketts. The government fixing the surface at Prison Oval now have nothing to do with Michael Ricketts. The government helping to fix the Yuatan field now have nothing to do with Michael Ricketts. Me not talk about Michael Ricketts.
Man. To fix some of them feel still very political, you know.
But yeah.
That's very
Very political, it's a easy.
Management,
Yeah.
apartment. Remember, say it's a very expensive venture, you know. It's not dollar fix them picture the right way. Where you're talking about sprinklers, you're talking about
Richie,
flooding.
the money there, man. I was to tell you, I know that's the problem.
Brother,
You are turning up.
one school spend over $7 million to fix one little school field, you know, brother.
Yeah, man, that's a little bit of money to fix. What me I tell you, say? Everything there you are turning.
But that's a school.
Panel all stuff and you know use. Politics, bro. I tell you, everything, sprinkler, everything, you have to be installed. Politics.
But
Yeah,
well, here's the thing. How did GC Foster end up having their truck?
Well,
It's not the same Chevron that used to there at the stadium, inside of the stadium.
Yeah, I think so. They move it out there.
Yeah, they move it to GC Foster.
All right. So what I'm saying is the JC people, because them have a good surface. I think, JC is one of those fields, that can generate a lot of income in it. Because you see where JC is at,
location.
the location is ideal for like Monday Night Football. Because not everybody going to want to go to jungle, though jungle is safe, Not everybody going to want to go to Waterhouse, But I'm telling you, people will go up to JC because it's right there out on the main. So they need to get the surface right. And maybe over time they will do that. All right, Champ Deck, what I'm saying is that, remember this. All I'm saying is that the government, the JFF is not owned by Mike Ricketts. He's just the leader. All right, the political expedient thing to do is if you as a government, through the Social Development Commission and all of those, the other entity, work on the fields, it works twofolds. Jamaica, the national team will benefit and national players. The communities will benefit. And then the politicians who do it will benefit.
Of course, big time.
Because people are going to say, yo, I didn't man fix the whole of the field in Jamaica. A 10 field, this party fix. Look how the surface them. Them people are serious about sport. It benefits them. So whether it is Mike Ricketts or it is Unseen or it is Duckland, there is a benefit. But the fields need to be worked on. You understand me? And the JFF also needs to get their acts together. You cannot put the players who you want to sell and bad surfaces and think that people gonna buy them.
Man is my next thing too. So they work on the field them want to make back money, so be a party.
All right, we are here with Craig Richards, assistant coach out.
Yeah.
Be a party. Truck start drive on field now because they have to carry things go by the next side. Field start mash up. Be a party there on field. Not the party chat do the field now, brother. Be a party.
So Richard, you know that the people them can't make you leave, they want to ask you to the big shout, because we said that him graduate now,
They want to what?
No, what is going on with the big shout?
What is the big shout?
No, them saying him no name whisper again, he name the big shout.
Okay, they have questions.
Duclan was asking, we haven't heard anything much. So I don't know if you have anything that you want to share. Yeah.
Me personally, I come on to talk about Jamaican football.
All right, cool.
And it's Jamaican football I deal with. I don't know if he's including any of those Jamaican teams.
I was just going to ask, will he be back because the Trinidad game is the 8th and the 12th? Will he be back in Jamaica at that time?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no clue. You understand? I don't know. I can't answer that question.
Okay.
You understand, Duckland? That's how it goes. But but in regard to you're going for a tryout or playing for your national cap to get a cap at 17. It would be good for a player like Whisper to get him first cap at 17. It would help him in many more ways than one.
Yeah.
And it would be a historic moment in another part of his career.
I'd love to see him in one of these Trinidad games, but I know he has not been, except for the first camp, he has not been around. So, if not this one, I would read at least the one on the 15th of April.
Guatemala?
Huh? He had a play in Guatemala in New York in April 15th.
Okay.
So if not for these, hopefully, it would be nice sign. Because I think it would be, like I said, a good for him to have the cap, one, and you want to be seen in a game, in a game setting.
Game situation.
Yeah, outside of those training camps and things, although the coach probably will see what he wants, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, as I said before, if he makes the team, would that be good for him and good for Jamaica football to see that they're looking another direction, a direction that you have 3 more World Cups to think about with some particular player. You look on the Jamal Bell in the next couple of years, how old he'll be, things like that. We have to look towards the future. And it's Jamaican football we are dealing with, regardless. What I mean is, just give me the best side or the best development side that you have going forward, and we work with it.
Yeah, that Jamal Bell look really well. He and Reed and Barrett and this guy named Montagal. I think they were some of the better players in that team. Bell.
Molino. Same name?
No, not Molino. Mangatal, the number 14 with the plot up here. Thought he looked good.
Yeah.
I thought Bell looked good, Reed and Barrett. And I thought the goalkeepers were good as well. I think, But like the coach said that building a database, I hope even at that age group they can have that database with those players, because too often, you have these players and you're probably not going to hear about Bell again. We don't want that to happen. That we have to kind of have a way of tracking the players.
Why you think you're not going to hear about Bell again? Going forward, you have to give the coach a chance.
No, man.
I think we're going to have players like Bell in and around the team.
No, man. What I mean is that
going forward.
No, what I mean is that so often when we have like these under 17 tournament, the players play it and like them disappear.
Yes.
Like that, because the football don't have a way of I would say this happened predominantly to the players who are like from America, like the American kids who come and play. We
Yes.
the under-20 team for Jamaica, the guy named Brown from England. We never heard anything about him until when we played, I think, in Catalonia, one of those games, and they called him back up. Because there was
True.
no tracking and database tracking the player's progress. What is going to happen to Bell? After this, where does he go? Where is he playing? How many more games is he playing yearly? How is he improving? How is he growing? You understand me? What are his stats since the under 17? He's 19 now. What has he? You understand me? We have to put that in place for every single player that represents our national team from under 15 all the way up to the senior team, male and female.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah, man.
JPL need more workers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I see,
All right.
yeah, man. Bless up, man. Always good hearing from you and all the best.
Yeah, man. Have a
To
good
the,
day, man. And good to be on your platform again, man. So I'm
yeah,
gonna
man.
leave it to it and let other people.
Our platform, man. So anytime you're ready, you can call you, man.
All right, man. Bless up yourself.
Yeah, you never tell people the name there, no. I'm trying to tell them the name there, no, because they will go find. They will go find it in the Observer. All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So that was Sir Richie for you right there. I know Norton was trying to call as well. Runners says, do you think the senior coach going to integrate some of the players from the under 17? I don't think, given where we in the Nations League right now, that any of those under 17 players can integrate. I could be wrong, but I don't see any of the under 17 players.
Come on, Barrett.
I don't see any of them that can. I think some of the under 20 players that we had, like Delano Splat and Delano Splat, Lembikisa, those guys, I think some of those guys could be integrated. The goalkeeper, Kanaya Boyce Clark, I think those players could be integrated, but I personally don't think right now in the senior team, like I'm telling you, you have Leon Bailey, Kaim Paris, Shamar Nicholson, Kemar Roof, Omari Hutchinson. These guys were on the fringes. Lembikisa, Delano Splat. I think some of these guys are ahead of these under 17 right now. So it will be hard for them to get in. Richard King has struggled, since the new coach in terms of the couple of games, to even cement a starting spot. So I can't see any of the centre backs. You have other guys like somebody mentioned KC Palmer, but even Daniel Johnson is struggling to get into the starting 11. So I don't see how Barrett could be called in.
Man.
Yes, sir.
That's all right. So that's your opinion, right? It's your opinion. We accept it. But I have been watching Ronaldo Barrett playing Premier League at defensive midfield position. Is better than some of these persons who are getting team of the week in defensive midfield position. Yeah, tell you this.
That is your opinion. I
This
want
is my
to
opinion.
see.
And the stats is there.
Send me the stats. I want to see them.
Stats is there.
All I'm saying to you, you say you have seen the stats, and the stats is there. Send me the stats of Ronaldo Barrett in the JPL, and I will check it.
Okay.
So that's one. Here's what I'm saying. Ronaldo Barrett is not competing with the central midfielders in Jamaica to get in. I just call names. I'm talking about the players he's competing against the Daniel Johnson, the Kevin Stewart, Ravel Morrison. These are the players that he's competing against. And if you believe that he deserves a call up over them, then fine. That's your opinion.
No, man. I'm saying, remember, you say you have an A team, You have A players, you have B players. I'm talking the local.
I don't think he's better than Delano Splat.
I'm talking about the local.
No, but I'm not talking about locals.
Local.
Somebody asked about the
Okay,
local players are not the national team. There's a training camp. So we're talking about players from the under 17 team making it into our national team. I don't see any of them that warrants a spot at this time.
The under 20 player no warrant a spot neither. Only goalkeeper alone.
Have you been watching Delano Splat?
Only goalkeeper alone.
Unseen, just
No.
Okay, so you can't say that then unseen. Can you now watch Delano Splatter, man? Delano Splatter jack ball. I guarantee you that Delano Splat going to be in the national team.
Okay.
And probably starting. Lembi, what's his name? Lembi Kisa. That player going to make the team.
But he never did. You can't count him.
But they are under 20 players. They are under 20 players. They are under 20. What I'm saying to you, they are under 20 players, though they weren't in the squad. But they have their Jamaican citizenship and passport. So why would you?
Squad, so you can't beat me, Banda.
Me not beat you.
So that's why I may overlook, you know?
Yeah. So the players are decent. The goalkeeper is good. Barrett is good. Reed is good. Bell is good. And so some of these players should probably be kept together to begin to prepare them for the next under 20, which is next year. That's what I think. I don't know about, for some reason I think like you know, I don't know. I just feel like Watson is good as well. Listen, all right. So Watson is good, but all right. So if you look at the position, you know, like you could name some players that Jamaica have available. You know, people don't realize like Kaim Paris can hardly start in Jamaica team. You don't realize that, Unseen?
That comes down to previous biasness.
Unseen. Kaim Paris, whatever you want to call it, do you realize that when the full Jamaican squad comes together, Shamar Nicholson struggles to start?
Yeah,
you realize?
Previously.
Man said previous.
I think they're going to struggle no more.
So you have, let's look at some of the center forwards. In our best team, with Mikel, Antonio, right? Leon Bailey, Demari Gray, Kaheem Paris, Shamar Nicholson, Jamal Lowe, Bobby Reed, Kemar Roof. Who again am I missing out? It's going to be very difficult, Unseen, for even some of those players to start. So though Watson is a good player, it's going to be very difficult. Whisper is ahead of those players.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that.
We're going to Whisper until we're going to usually play for Arnett Garden.
That's what I'm saying. Cephas don't even get called to the national team. How are we going to bring up players like Watson when Cephas can't get no call in?
True one.
Andre Gray, Blair Turgot. You have some players in the unseen that. You understand me?
But if you remember, say the coach I try, carry on the 8 still.
Huh? But I'm saying, all right. Remember, Christopher Pearson can't even get called to Jamaica team. Are these players we talking? So sometimes we see some young talent.
Derek McGee.
Sometimes Lamar Walker. These guys are not even in Jamaica A group in a player. I am telling you that.
True, man. See if I still get a look in still, man, I tell you a lie.
Huh?
See if I still get a look in still.
You understand me? So there are a lot listen, there's a lot of players out there that if we go through and select like what we perceive to be our strongest 11, it would be amazing. No, Corey Burke. Somebody I'll mention all Corey Burke that me miss out.
Him can stay, right?
Right? All right. So people, listen. Yo. All right. All right, people. I'm just giving names, right? I am not yo, I am not. I'm just saying that we are going to pick some under 17. All I'm saying is that when there are so many other players who are there, I mentioned even all right, unseen. Unseen. Oh, let me ask unseen this. So let's go to you just call Ronaldo Barrett. Ronaldo Barrett or Malachi Douglas. Who you think is better? In your opinion?
Malachi Douglas side of him.
All right. All right. And we don't even mention Malachi Douglas. All right. Shaquan Satchel or Bell. Who is better?
Satchel.
And we don't even mention him. So the point I'm making is that for us to bring up the under 17 youths, it's going to be tough because you have these guys who just finished even Whisper, Satchel, Malachi Douglas, even
Reed too.
Aquino Jones, huh?
Reed.
Reed, and we don't even mention them name. We're not even mentioning their name. I saw the guy who played for William Nib, Mark Lewis, playing for Thing there last night too. Chapelton Maroons, Mark Lewis, and
Look, but at all.
and David Reed was on the bench.
The man is man, don't look but at all. Mark Lewis.
Yeah.
Supposed to score still, but in that shit.
Yeah. Come on, people, hit the like button. Fresh guy, talk to the people about the like for me now. Please, let them know what go on with the like button.
Don't look but at all. Mark
Yeah,
Lewis.
hit the super and drop the super sticker them, man. We need to remove Runner's super sticker, super chat, So we need a next one to dethrone it, something bigger to dethrone it. All right. So again, let me go to the fans and then we're going to talk about yeah. So let me just say this, right? So the players are good, but let we give them time because there are others, and let us please just as it relates to the coach. Now the JFF, the coach work for the JFF. We have some issues with the JFF, but let's leave the selection because the coach really is going to officially select his squad. He says, for the Mexico game at the end of the 2 games against Trinidad, and after the Guatemala game, you're going to hear the squad for like that going to be working in preparation for the Gold Cup. So let's give him some time. We have Wicked Man Chris, who has joined it. Yeah.
Oh, God, man. Unseen.
Yeah,
I
man.
pray.
There,
Right.
man.
Yeah, man. There, man. Right now, me in a state of disbelief, shock and grief after that whole of day yesterday. I kind of try recuperate. Cause boy, them beat me bad last night up at Ashanheim.
Brazil touching on man. Yes, sir.
No man can't touch me. Anyways, those Clovis a big coach.
Oh yeah,
man.
Tivoli dead now.
Yo,
Them
why
get
we have to be
beaten.
so negative, man? Yo, see, when John Mustard, not like this, But yeah, man, brother, I don't know to some of them people, it's like them not understand football, my brother. I'm gonna say, yo, someone can't get in a game, brother. Me, I go put, okay, man. Let's say you have a side, Zine Manins, you have first team, I have
Yeah, man, I'm
the
here.
reserve team,
Yeah.
I have the academy team, see? So watch this now, man. Me one national coach. See, you have player play for my under 17 and player play for my U20. See, if me say say them two youth are bad, but more bring up one of them for the senior team, manage. Who you think me I go for? That the man where they in the U20. Because what is one is either him in and around the senior team and him a play 1 and 2 game, or him there alone at the next team I play senior football, or I'm about to start do that because I'm in the reserve team. Me rather call a U20 ball opposed to a U17 ball where I still a play academy football when I reach the side. Yes, him can be good, but he must be a mercurial talent before you can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm saying that we couldn't go down to Colin Watson at 16 when you have Whisper at 17. Because
Yeah,
Whisper has done more than him. So Whisper would be ahead of him. You understand me? Yeah.
you're bringing a drama man
Listen,
in a
no man, you read comment, man. All
my
right.
drama man in
I see Demo, you want to come on, man, and give us the preview. People, I'm going to, Demo he's in a little bit of an emotional turmoil because, you notice Jason, I've just received information that Jason has gone up to the mountain, and he's locked away in intense prayer, because Real Madrid will be going up against Liverpool. And Demo is very concerned that Real Madrid has dropped their lineup early. So I will allow both of them when they come on to talk about Liverpool versus Real Madrid. But Brooke, yes, Tivoli lose.
yeah, man.
Cavaliers win. I don't know, but was it Cavaliers
Manins
played Veer,
a
right?
true forget last night in the Manins.
Yeah, but Veer did, yeah man, but Veer was supposed to beat Cavaliers. What do you think, Unseen?
And seen last. I think up on the
Unseen on him phone.
What boy Manins me not go run yeah. After that beat the last night, just go sleep. Cause I just disappointed last night. God no, me disappointed. Cause after me I carry this team and I feel like an Arsenal fan. Like I know me I go through my 10 year turmoil.
Take Arsenal out of your argument. But nobody put argument. No bother with Arsenal in your Tivoli argument. What kind of thing this man do? No bother with you cannot put Arsenal in your Tivoli argument, sir. No bother with that, man.
Manins at 10 year what a turmoil I go through. This me I go through my 10 year what a turmoil right now.
Hey, man, no bother mix up Arsenal in your argument, yes. Sir. All right.
Just now no good enough.
Manins, man.
All right, Ansi.
Any question before me leave?
Huh?
How long are you in the show, man? Next half an hour?
Yeah, or so. So if you finish class, you can return.
So
all
now
right?
no question then. The answer not go in.
Yeah, man.
All right, unseen. Be unseen.
Oh, Jason, I was told it was prior, but Jason said he was not at prior. He was at the fitness center, checking on the fitness of the Real Madrid squad for this game. All right. Chris, listen, I have watched. Dwight McNeil is a completely different player from Kaim Paris. Completely different player. But I will tell you, again, in this position, the Jamaican that has been on best form are Bobby Reed, then Damari Gray, Leon Bailey. Kaim Paris' season has not really get going. But going forward, Dwight McNeil nor Jaden Anthony has not, because Karim Paris played in his league and he has dominated. They have not played better than him going forward. So if Jamaica need the kind of winger who go in and cut and get past people, Karim Paris is ahead of them. If you need somebody who can play in a back, you play in a box three, so you need somebody who can drop back in that, then maybe Dwight McNeil, because he's more defensive minded as a player. But look at their stats and their goal scoring. Kaim Paris scores more goals than them. Different kind of players. I think some of us, because of where Kaheem Paris is played, some of us don't really rate him. But also check Kaheem Paris's age. See, a lot of Jamaicans give him a hard time, not realizing that. You see why? This is why sometimes. This is why, Chris. This is why sometimes I'd prefer to have you online, or I'd prefer for you to call in, because here's what you're saying. He's starting over Demarai Gray because obviously the coach that is there. Come on, no, man. Why? That's why I can't have them conversation. Dwight McNeil was at Burnley with this said coach. This coach played Arsenal with very defensive setting. When they play Arsenal, check the percentage of time that they went forward. They score from a set play. Me just tell you, so in a system like that, obviously, Dwight McNeil no good like Demarai Graham, man. No bother with that, man. No, Chris Smith. Anyway, me gone, man. Demo, come talk here, sir. I can't manage him. We are going to tell him about him value for. How him value? What is this? So Dwight McNeil is better than Demarai Gray because he starts over him. So Leon Bailey never starts and Dwight McNeil starts. So Dwight McNeil is better than Leon Bailey. Come on, no, man, no, but don't, Chris. Do not argue like that, brother.
My name's Owen Chris over here, you know.
By this time. Okay, thank you. So let's leave the argument. Now, Demo, let me take Demo thing.
Yes, sir.
This one says Owen says, so man is are you saying Paris over McNeil? Yeah, depend on who I'm playing. If I need a goal and somebody to go on there and take on people, I am going to play Paris. When I'm leading my game and I need somebody to sit back in a back four or back five, I'm going to put him there. So that's your opinion is different from mine. Chris Smith. So you hold yours, I hold mine. And I know how it is by the end of the day. I'm going to be hearing this somewhere else. That man said, Dwight McNeil look good. Because I know how the YouTube is. I know the ones. Demo Dre. Go.
Yes, sir. Big up yourself. Big up the panel. Big up everybody in the comment section. Me can't believe it. They say argue about Dwight McNeil in a boss. You don't have to say it. Me say it for you. Dwight McNeil is not good, boss. The man is a very average footballer. Him can play the pass with him left foot if him get it properly, but he's an average footballer. So I don't understand why I tried back on that. The man no good, boss.
Brother, right now, if you drop him in a JPL, him look like superstar.
Bro, Dwight McNeil is very average. But anyway, so yeah,
Demo, let me say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of youth who come on YouTube who they are not American citizens. Them probably run off, or some of them probably even live in one of the let me go talk some real thing. You have a lot of people who born in Jamaica. Some of them run off and still in the States illegally. Them have no green card, them have no citizenship. And when them speak about Jamaican, like the Jamaican people them.
Yeah.
Listen, you remember how somebody called the other day and said that you never travel gone away yet? You remember that?
Yeah.
All right. There's a lot of people who, because they see Demo on the platform or they hear Demo talk and him still sound Jamaican and then see man sitting in a chair. Hear them now, no? Yeah, a Jamaican because them live in America, you know. Like if you have an American passport, you know mean you're not a Jamaican, brother. Anyway, we talk about some Liverpool. Richard say run off. Go ahead, Dave.
They never gone away yet. But they even know what the airport look like.
I don't know we are true word, but
I just make a general comment, man.
Okay, all right, cool. So here's the thing. I saw the title, like your headline and everything. I'm gonna say the Liverpool thing. So I'm actually think say that I got talk about the Liverpool game. So that's why I mentioned the Liverpool stuff. Because me know to the match you
No man,
started.
go ahead, cause Jason and Bradrian are Real Madrid fan. Them a beat you, you know.
No,
Jason says, man, I want to know how much Demo spent on those fireworks this morning.
of course, because we send over my piece. They can't come and feel and expect to have some decent sleep for come play my games. No, they must hear fireworks. They can't go in bed. That's how it go, bro. It's a European night. They come to my place. You're gonna expect all sorts of things. Them lucky them never get them bus window smashed out because a couple teams experience that. But anyway, um so here's my thing, boss. I think out of the last 6 games playing Real Madrid in the Champions League, we can't beat them. Like me hate that side there so much. Two of those are finals, and I'm gonna really want to relive them. If you
We just lost
understand.
Demo.
No, you not hear me.
Calling Demo.
You not hear.
Demo.
You not hear me, man. Is man.
Demo. I'm not hearing Demo.
You
Man,
know, hear
I-
him running, man?
You hearing him?
Yeah. The man I say if you're not hear him,
I'm not hearing him, but he just went off. So let's see if he will return.
yeah, man, him probably circle back.
People, listen, we must understand that everybody's opinion is different. Okay, so let me say this. There are, for example, hey, Kemaroof. Oh, I'm going to tell a big example with Kemaroof. Demo.
You never hear me.
Yeah, man, we're hearing you now. You're talking about tires getting slashed and windows being knocked out.
Yo, you know how much things me say after that. You talk to myself. So yeah, so I was saying, so 6 of these, like I just see it playing Real Madrid. The last 6 games we played, including 2 finals, we have not beaten them. Like I just see it them. But the thing is, everybody else who not in the Champions League, i.e. Arsenal and Manchester United, all of these people who try to throw Liverpool, just have to sit back and watch European royalty because they're just 2 top European teams going at it today. The thing is, I think they're missing some players, but them hurry up and show Cruz in the team who wasn't supposed to be there because some early news they come out and say Tony Cruz now got travel and all of these things. So looking like so they have a chance. But the thing is coming to Anfield and Liverpool finding a bit of form, winning 2 games back to back, keeping a clean sheet in 2 of those games. And the fact that it's going to be at Anfield and the lights and all of these things, I think we have a chance. The law of averages telling me, Mannings, man, that we cannot go 6 games playing in the Champions League against these guys and not win one. So I am betting on the law of averages and the fact that now we have this man on my screen who wasn't supposed to play, but I got the lineup earlier and he's in the squad. Him, Cody Gakpo, and Salah starts, and I'm banking on him to be the difference. A man who will come out here on your channel and say, "I'm not rate, he's not a footballer, and can't control," and all of these things. I'm banking on him to be the difference. Him on that left hand side against Carvajal, he's supposed to give him a warm time, and I'm expecting us to do the job today. I know Salah always come out and say every time I play Real Madrid, he want revenge. I will end up lose the game. I hope him not come out with these kind of talk no more, and we can do the job at Anfield. So the final thing I want to say is the fact that this game is at Anfield first and not the second leg, it no matter to me anymore because remember the changing of the away goal rule. So it don't really matter to me if we play home or away first because the away goal rule not in there anymore. So we just want to do the job, get a 3-1 victory here, and then when we go to Real Madrid, we can we not have to really do much.
Demo, how you go from you think we have a chance to get in a 3-1
You
victory?
sound low, Mannings, man. You sound low.
I think what happened because you went down. I think either a message or something came in on your phone.
Oh, but my hair is still continue.
All right. What I'm saying is that how do you move from this? What Lukeland, you said this. We have a chance to 3-1 win for Liverpool. How do you move from that? That's so far apart from we have a chance. Sound like you're supposed to lose, but you could get something, and then you're going to winning by 3-1. How?
No. We have a chance. Mean we can win the game. You know, mean so we can win 3-1 or we can lose or whatever. We can win the game 3-1. We have a chance.
You
So
have a
my
chance.
scoreline is as I take my leave because you know me have to go prep for the game. I'm actually going to go 3-1 for you. I think we will concede because obviously them have Benzema, world class player, Vinicius and these guys. But we
How
will
many
score
world
three.
class player Liverpool have?
How many?
Yeah, play in the starting
I
11.
mean, I think it would be easier for you to count how many
No,
we don't have.
no, not no, man, no.
No, like if you go through the squad,
No,
um,
of your starting 11, how many world class players are there?
um, so we have Salah, world class. Oh, Nunes no reach the day yet. Gakpo no reach the day yet. Then in the midfield, oh, Bashetic no reach the yet. He's starting. Henderson is not world class. And I think Fabinho is starting. He was on the verge of being world class, but he
No,
fell off tremendously.
let me ask you what's on the verge.
Eh?
So far, Salah is world class. Tell me your next. Tell me the
Yeah.
other world
And
class.
then obviously in the back line, Trent Alexander Arnold, world class,
Trent
generational
Alexander
talent.
is world class.
What?
All right, boss. You said it, not me.
Virgil van Dijk is world class. And Andy Robertson is world class. Oh, I'm a goalkeeper, obviously. That goes without saying.
So you have Robertson world class,
Yeah,
Van Dijk world class,
yeah.
Trent world class, Alisson
Allison.
world class, and
Mm.
Salah world class. All
Yeah.
right.
So that's what, 5?
You have 5.
Yeah.
Is Thibaut Courtois the starting goalkeeper world class?
He is.
All
Him
right.
cast we are finals the last time we
All
played
right.
them.
So that's one. Is Benzema world class?
Yes, sir.
Is Madrid world class?
Yes, sir. Easily.
Valverde, is he starting?
Um, no, on the verge maybe, but not yet.
All right. Who starts in midfield?
Them have Vinicius. Yeah, I don't think he's world class yet either.
You think Trent is world class, but Vinicius is not world class.
No, definitely not. Trent has done it over a longer period than Vinicius. Not just 2 years ago that man fine farm, brother.
And
Remember, so them used to cuss him and say him fast and wild in the bars. I don't
and what
understand you.
don't they cost Trent Demo that he cannot defend?
Boss, Trent has been amazing from him make him debut against Manchester United and Rashford rings him. After that, he went up, and he's been world class for a very long time. But yeah, so he's not world class. In a them backline, Carvajal isn't world class, Militao isn't world class, Rudiger isn't world class. Maybe Alaba, probably. I don't know.
Demo, I cannot understand how you have some of those Liverpool players as world class.
Wait, so which one you disagree with?
You have Trent as world class, and then
So,
you don't
so man, you're telling me
Valverde
you
as
don't
world
have
class.
Trent Alexander-Arnold as being a world-class player?
I am saying to you, if you have Trent as world class, there's no way you don't have Valverde as world class. Or Vinicius.
Valverde?
Yes.
Boss, how long Valverde have been playing at a high standard? Last season? I say you judge world-class player, them just have a good season and you just say them world-class?
Is Camavinga world class?
No, what? No.
Is
You're
Chouameni
No,
world class?
boss. No, that's not how I judge world class. You don't have one standout season and then you just automatically be world class.
But Demo, these guys weren't playing well before they got to Real
No, but
Madrid.
playing well isn't a standout season.
Why did they pay so much money for them if they weren't world class, Demo?
Man, don't tell me about money. It's like people pay what them want for who them want, boss. Don't tell me about money. You see how much them play for Harry Maguire in world class?
No. I'm not talking about how Harry Maguire reaching on my argument. Me I talk about
No, because
Chouameni
you
who
tell
went
me
to the
about the
World Cup
price of
final.
players.
I'm telling you about players who went to World Cup finals, who won Champions League, who won La Liga. And you're saying that
But
how many-
but all right. So if
somebody
so
asked
so wait. So you're telling me that you think Chouameni is world class?
no, I'm asking you. I'm saying to you, if you have Trent as
What this man ask me? How many what?
how many
Man, take down that comment. Them forget that this man was robbed of a Ballon d'Or because he's a defender.
That's one
Them
season.
forget them
That's
something
one
there.
season. He's talking about so one season.
It's not no one season.
No man, I am not arguing with you.
Oh,
I'm not arguing with you about Van Dijk. All I am saying is that if you have Trent as world class and you have nobody in the Real Madrid backline as world class, something wrong.
no. I have the goalkeeper. I don't understand. Remember, Sergio Ramos left. Sergio Ramos was
So there are only two world class players in Real Madrid side.
no Benzema, the
Benzema
goalkeeper.
and the goalkeeper.
No, Modric.
So
Modric, Cruz, and that's it.
So only Madrid, Cruz, Benzema, and Thibaut Courtois are world
Yeah.
class. And Liverpool have 5 world class players. Liverpool entire backline: Van Dijk, Anderson,
Say that again.
Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent. You said Salah and Alisson. All right.
Van Dijk.
Okay, so you have those. All right.
Mega hang up on call back man is man.
Yeah. So this caller voice is familiar. Is this the guy who said Arsenal would be struggling to make top 4? Demon's going to gather some facts and come back and challenge you all. When say Robertson is world class, Trent is world class, but he's back, people. Demon.
Yeah, whenever I hear we say properly, man can switch like.
Cali Sinclair says, this caller voice sound familiar. Is this the guy who said Arsenal would be struggling to make top 4 in January?
So why you laugh? When me did say that?
No, the first just asking.
Yeah, but why you laugh? Like say you agree with. I never say that. I said they won't win the league.
They won't win the league. Okay,
Yeah.
but everybody listening to you, Demo.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, all right, somebody have this up, Demo. Carvalho has won 5 Champions League.
Carvajal, yeah, he's world class. He's
and
world class.
6 La Liga.
No, Carvajal is world class. That's the right back.
Yeah, so he's world class.
Yeah. I forget for calling.
Is Alaba world class?
Who?
Alaba.
Yeah, but remember, I'm tell you Alaba. I was saying it kind of questionable, but I'll give him.
Isn't Rudiger? What has Rudiger
won?
No. What has Rudiger not won though?
Boss, it's not about just winning stuff, brother. Your team wins stuff. You have to be performing at a high level consistently over periods of time that help your team win stuff. For me, consider Rudiger was a wild oats.
Didn't Rudiger win Champions League with Chelsea?
He was a wild oats for majority of his time playing football. In find a piece of form for Chelsea, they went on to win the Champions League, and that's fine. That's a great season. Well done to Rudiger. But don't tell me about world class. What? I saw we use world class loosely. Anybody can be world class. He's a good, maybe good class, but not world class. No.
So if Vinny dominate Trent again like he did in the last time, how do you feel? I think we have lost Dima again.
No man, they hear me. Listen.
Yeah. How do you feel?
If he continues what?
If he dominate, because the last time they played, he dominated. Trent.
Who dominated Trent?
Vinny.
Boss. Man is man. Yeah, made hurt me no boss. Stop. Vinicius got past Trent once in that game. Once, and when him scored the goal. We mean dominate.
Then hold on.
No, seriously, we mean by dominate.
We're gonna leave it to the fan base. But you said that 3-1 win. You're hoping for Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm going for 3-1. I think that Munich will be.
Fresh God agrees with me that Vinny was running rings around, but
Him obviously I go say that, but that wasn't true. And you see, because I don't have my wallet, because that was the narrative that everybody was coming up with. Because like I say, one strength make one mistake, everybody gonna come around it. I'm gonna write down from minute 1, go straight down to I'm gonna have it on paper, just because maybe you want to prove everybody wrong. Vinicius got past Trent once, and it was for the goal. Trent was actually really good in that game, apart from when he conceded the goal. I'm have it right down on paper.
And Jota is back, right? But he's coming
Yeah,
off the
man,
bench.
Jota, Firmino, Van Dijk, they're back.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so that's why I think
Firmino world class.
I think he's on the verge. I don't think he was on the verge of being world. He's just below world class. What's that level called?
Do you tell me?
Eh?
But
No,
somebody,
what's the level below world class called?
somebody's saying that you need to explain how Robertson is a world class player. What has he done for him to be world class? Is he one of the top 5 left backs in the world?
So may I explain to you?
Yeah.
So Liverpool signed Robertson from Hull City.
But that is irrelevant. That is irrelevant.
Let me walk through how the man is world class, no boss. Wait, may I have some guess? Hold on.
Commercial break? A commercial break him come from?
No, go ahead, man. You can't talk. I don't know if you want to say.
I don't want to talk about Liverpool and Madrid. I have asked in that race. Let's go watch some ball.
All right,
any side win.
Yeah.
So we bought Robertson for £8 million from Hull City. Yeah. He came into our team at left back and took over from Alberto Moreno. Ever since that day happened, Liverpool have gone from strength to strength to win every trophy available to us, with him playing a vital part in us winning every trophy available to us. Not only that, I think he broke the record for Leighton Baines in terms of assists in the Premier League. Zane from playing left back, right? And he has been vital for everything with Liverpool do. So obviously he's world class. Performing at the world stage at a high level consistently, he's always in the mix for Liverpool's best player every season. And you can tell without him, like it just don't click. Without him and Trent. So
give
me
a
top 5 left back.
Give me a top 5 left back in the world, right? Give me a top 5 left back now you'd say right now.
I mean, he wouldn't be in it right now. Him not depend on form right now because Liverpool not depend on form right now. But for every season since
from last season, he was in the top 5 in the world.
Of course, Liverpool play every single game. Of course, he was. We were traveling for
last season.
Yes, we almost win the quad mannings, man.
Last season, Robertson was a top 5 left back in the world.
Easily. One or two. And he was 1 or 2 and he wasn't 2. Okay. Tell me who was a better left back than Robertson last season. And don't tell me about Alphonso Davies and them Wildman they like. Tell me some names who was better.
So you say Alphonso Davies not better than him?
What?
Last season. I'm just asking you.
No, you. Because I'm sure he was injured for most of last season too anyway.
Okay. All right, so the man say, Robertson is world class. The man says, Duckland, you have to take him on, because I don't really too care about these things. All I know is that Arsenal is top of the league, and I don't want to take on anybody. Next season, I can take you on in Champions League argument. That is it. I'm in the lowly Europa League. That is my business.
Yeah, I know. So we no need to keep yourself quiet. All of the trolling of
Exactly.
Liverpool and all of them
No,
stuff.
I'm keeping myself quiet. I leave those big conversations for man
Yeah,
like Duckland
yeah,
and Jason and Brain Drain and Fresh
yeah.
God. You
Yeah,
understand me?
you just worry about finishing third this season.
Huh?
You just worry about finishing third this
No
season.
man, you didn't you know that there were a game last weekend in the Premier League?
If I know,
Yeah, cause Liverpool
yeah,
won by
we
two
just
goals.
win a game
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
convincingly.
After the red card, after a red card to
No,
Pope.
no, we scored 2 goals before the red card.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, after the red card, Newcastle dominated us. So sent back to the run with the wreck.
God bless you. Tim, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did say that.
So you're changing now.
No, but
You're
man,
retracting that statement.
I came on here and I told you that he was growing on me like a couple weeks after that.
So you're retracting the original statement.
Let's just say he has improved a lot. Well, I'm gonna fully take it back, because I still think he missed a lot of chances. He missed too many chances.
So you're not taking back what you said then?
No, but he's improved a lot, and we can work with him. So much so that I think he'll be the difference in this Real Madrid game.
All right. Well, 3 o'clock it is.
Yeah, so big up yourself. And I don't know why you argue with me like say they
Well,
have some
Duckland
objection.
says, man, is I try to limit my excessive talking with lower level team fans. I am not sure if it's contagious. So we were talking about.
Not even make no sense, because like now, you have to just sit down on the couch and watch
No,
Champions League.
Duckland is a Manchester United fan.
Yeah, and him play on Thursdays. What the anthem they sound like? What the anthem they sound like on Thursdays? Because I don't know. Me play Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't understand.
Yeah. Demetrius podcast says the difference in Rudiger pocket. So it said that we'll go see, because if Rudiger is wild and Nunes is improving, it will be a good matchup.
No man, the matchup will be Nunes versus Carvajal on that left hand side. And the man is so fast, boy. Like him the normal. He's very fast. That battle day, I go be with him and Gakpo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Listen. I mean, Liverpool is a team that I like, but apparently I didn't realize how much hate the Liverpool fans have for Arsenal. So I'm kind of.
Why you think we hate Mannings, man?
Of course, because every Liverpool fan want City to win the league.
Yes.
Not Arsenal. Obviously, you hate Arsenal.
No.
You don't like Arsenal.
It's because I respect Arsenal so much that I don't want it to win the league. Because we don't have fans, we don't have pedigree, we don't have all of them stuff there. But City, bro, I just a hurry come up team, bro. Like them can win all 15 more. It no bother me. Like them new. Them can continue win. But Uno, brother, Uno am a rival. Uno and man, you on these sides. But come on, bro.
Okay, I see. So it's really because you don't care too much about.
Exactly. So them can win 10 more. Make them go on. Pile up. They have a long way to go to catch the traditional teams who,
Yeah. But Liverpool, I'm saying Liverpool is my little, second team. But I'd really love for Liverpool to beat Madrid today, because I think that would make the second leg in Madrid very, very. And I think the biggest factor is Jota being back.
Yeah.
I really think I really would have hoped that Arsenal even play Liverpool before Jota came back. I'm telling you that guy is very, very dangerous in terms of his ability to be in the right place and score
Yeah,
goals.
but he hasn't
You
he
know?
hasn't really, gotten back much sharpness and stuff yet. So I'm not surprised he didn't start the game. But yeah, I'm glad to have him back, man. But for me, Firmino the man. So once he is back, I'm happy. So we'll see, all right? Big up.
Firmino.
Yes, man.
Okay.
That's the system.
Yeah. All right.
You,
All right. Big up.
you think it's a coincidence that since he's been back 2 games, Liverpool have won? And he never even start? Big up yourself.
All right, Diva, bless up. Bert, big up yourself. Yeah, man, you have some. Me know you and Demo different, you know. Me know you understand me. It is the Arsenal fans why you and Demo, because how the Arsenal fans go on. But I know that there are some Liverpool fans that them don't want. I don't know if it's a fan base, but them don't like Arsenal, man. I tell you, I don't know. And I guess Arsenal fans are the same way and thing. But you don't know Liverpool is. I always want to see them do good. I think they will play good at Anfield. But I think it will be a difficult second leg in Madrid. I almost feel like it would have been good if the first leg were played in Madrid, because I think at Anfield, Liverpool is very dangerous when they are on good form. So it will be interesting to see. Bro,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man, so yeah. So I mean, like I said, yeah. So that's some Champions League action. Let me just give the people some of the scores in because we wanted to. Let me give you the scores in the JPL and the point standing. So it was Dumbeholden 4, Falklands 2, Mount Pleasant, Harbourview 0-0, Arnett 2, Portmore 1, Humble Lion 2, Mullines 1, Waterhouse 3, Moby 0, Chapperton 2, Tivoli 0, Cavaliers 1, Veer 0. In the point standing, Mount Pleasant, after 15 games, the lead with 32 points. Arnett Gardens are second on 30 points. Cavaliers are third on 29 points. Humble Lion fourth on 27 points. Harbourview fifth on 23 points. Then you have sixth place Dumbeholden on 22. Seventh, Waterhouse on 21. Portmore comes next with 18 in eighth place. Ninth place Tivoli Gardens on 17. Mullines also have 17 points. They are in 10th. Moby, have 17 points in 10th. Mullines are on 16 points in 11th. Veer in 12th place and 14th. Falkland have 7 points in 13th. And Chapperton, having lost 6 points, are on 6 points at the foot of the table. So that is how it is. And so one more goal was scored yesterday by Anderson, so he moves his tally one closer to Trevante Stewart on 11. Trevante Stewart still leads the goal scoring chart. He has 13 points. All right, so yeah. So that's that. So people, let me encourage you again, please. The coach cannot select only, like I said, when a squad is selected of 20 players, just in terms of players outside of Jamaica, only 2.5% of them can be called. So let the coach pick the team. All right? And quality, the quality of the player is way important than whether he starts or not. Leon Bailey being on the bench don't mean that the person who is starting is better than him. In the same way, like what his name Chris was saying, Dwight McNeil starting don't mean that he's better than a person who sits on the bench. That is not how football works. You understand me? So that is how it is. Again, let's see. Kaim Paris in the Europa League. I think that's where he's at. Still a young player. Let's see Dwight McNeil. Some people believe he's average. let me tell you this. Like I said, Bobby Reed is the best player playing that I've seen this season, playing consistently and on the flanks. Omari Hutchinson didn't look too bad in the couple of games, right? Demarai Gray is better. There you go, sir. But you believe that Dwight McNeil is better than Kaheem Paris. So let me say it again. Dwight McNeil is not a better player going forward than Kaheem Paris. But here's what. You want, and games must be played based on position and moments of the game. If you want somebody to lock your defense, then you put him there. The problem, I'm going to tell you this now, the problem players like Dwight McNeil is going to have, and even a Kaheem Paris, is that you have a Leon Bailey, a Bobby Reed, you also have Demarai Gray. All right? They have those players that they're going to have to find a way to get on the bench.
So where the man is man. Yeah, include Demari Gray. You get passport yet?
Huh?
You get passport yet? Demari Gray.
All right, so let me tell you. The next time you see a Jamaica team call up for an official game, look for Demarai Gray to be in it.
Yeah. I'm not too fan of him, you know. From all that time, but you can't take away a man. Gray.
Really? No, man.
Yeah, man.
Demarai Gray is a good baller, man.
No, let me say, I can't.
From he was at Leicester, you know.
No, man.
Yep.
You're a say, man. I'm say, me not a fan of him, you know. Meaning, you see, because of the antics we him do, and he was pushing for that England call. He really and truly, we know him not really interested to play for Jamaica just because England
No.
Hold on,
no, man.
So, no,
come
on, man.
No. Some of the time still. Like, I always say this. When people say the people who say that a player want to play for Jamaica, I always say to them, what proof do you have? And they will say, well, the player said this, the player did that. You see what you're saying? You don't have no proof of it.
Of course, man.
Tell me the proof you have that he didn't want to play.
Remember when they are Leverkusen? Him and Chippy and him do interview on Leverkusen channel. And the man them say, England, which one you rather play for? Basically that. Man say England or Jamaica. The man take about 30 years like him a try. Like you know say Chippy did it, him no want. Can you say Jamaica people watch your channel? Bro.
Some of that is assumption. No, some of that is assumption still, though, Chris. Because here's why you're assuming. So, I'll say this again. If my son is asked when he's in the States, who would you...
Kevin Williams say, bro.
No, I'm going to read what Kevin Williams says. But, right? So my son is in the States. They ask him, hey, who you want to play for? Who do you prefer to play for? Right? Because that's where he lives, he operates. What do you think he's going to say? Him saying the United States don't mean that he want to play for Jamaica. Or that he has no interest in playing for Jamaica. That don't mean that he doesn't want to play for Jamaica. But that is the place that he's born.
Man, I understand what you're saying. And we have common sense. Maybe some of us not have it, but me know me have it. And me have a good reason about it.
Yeah, man. We have a caller. Sauti. Sauti. Hello. Man, I listen to
GPS.
Hello? Oh, yeah, man. What go on there? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, bro. I understand, say, yo, a man I go choose him thing, you see, him nation of birth. But when you can't manage body language, and every time the question comes up, and how you approach it says it all, man.
No, but if what I'm saying to
I
you,
am not. I am
if
not saying what you
no,
say is not plausible, you know.
no, that's here's what I'm saying. You know that if you ask East and Pinnock right now, if the opportunity were presented to you, who do you play for, Jamaica or England? You know what I think he's going to say? England.
Yeah. Man is
But
man
that
is
don't mean if you wouldn't play.
man is again. I
That is
understand. I
yeah,
understand the point
yeah,
where you're pushing.
yeah.
But what me and try to say is that if him have an option, him even
But that what I'm saying.
if he was in the question of getting a call, him not
Wait,
picking Jamaica.
but that's what
None
I'm.
at
But
all.
isn't that? But that's
You
and
have
what I'm.
you have players where we're gonna say
Yeah, but what I'm saying though,
either way, I'm good.
if listen, remember, if at 27 they ask Michael Antonio, listen, come play for Ethan Pinnock. Say Garrett Southgate said to Ethan Pinnock, we want you to come and play centre back in the English team. I believe that Ethan Pinnock would play for England.
I don't say man is
I think if they
kind of
ask,
agree still.
I
So
think when Mariappa was at his best, if they ask him to come and play for England, he would have played for England. I am saying that nothing is wrong with that, but it does not mean that they have an issue playing for Jamaica. But that is where they are born. So there is deep down within them a sort of, especially those who are like what I call fourth generation Jamaican or third generation. All right. And I don't think anything but the ones who would gladly say Jamaica are the ones who I believe are what they call like their immediate parents are Jamaicans. It's
okay.
easier for them to say that. But like for the persons who some of these guys have never yet even been to Jamaica, though they know they have Jamaican relatives, they will say England, but they would also take an opportunity to play for Jamaica. So if England says no and Jamaica says, would you want to play for us? They would play. So I think that is it. But I would not tell my son in his prime that if America comes calling to tell them no, because you're not guaranteed to be called up to play for Jamaica anyways. I think Southie.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah man, good afternoon. Yeah man, we hearing you now. What say you on this matter?
I was just listening to that person talking. He said he's not a fan of the guy because the guy didn't come out and say he want to play for Jamaica. I mean, the man is from England. So if somebody asks him a question, why am supposed to just make a commitment right away in that interview and say Jamaica? Raheem Sterling born in Jamaica and choose to play for England. Is he a fan of Raheem Sterling?
Brother, you're reaching. See,
Me just ask you a question.
hold on, me go answer you, you can't cut me off. No.
Why you tell me say me a reach though? Me ask you a simple question. Eh?
Say me not go answer you, brother. Come to breaks. As me I say, see? Me saying me is not a fan of him because he did something to rub me wrong. We all know say Sterling born out there. But there was politics attached to the Sterling move. Why he never play for Jamaica? So you cannot use that. Use somebody else.
Oh, so you want to make excuse for a man who actually born in a Jamaica who choose England. But you have something against a man who born in England who never commit to Jamaica same time. That makes sense.
Hold on, bro. Watch this. Me sure no in our time when Sterling play for England under 17, Jamaica approaching. Jamaica approached the FA and FA said no.
No, man. Bro, hold on. Southie, me I hear some noise in the background.
Oh, true, me have it on the car speaker. Me take it out.
Yeah. Me I hear some it up. Yeah. Because me have
Yeah,
one
yeah,
here.
yeah, good.
Yeah, go ahead now, bro.
Yeah, man. May I say, the time when Sterling played under 17 for England, we got them. JFF approached Sterling and the FA said no. After the under 17 time, they approached him again and the English FA said no. You cannot use that. Use something else. You can't. Everybody knows that Sterling
You're
did
not
want to
making,
play.
you're not making sense. The FA, if Sterling want to play for Jamaica, no FA can say no. That is his personal choice. If he wants to play for Jamaica, the point I'm trying to make to you, you're making excuse for a person that a field choice still. So I mean, I have no problem with Sterling playing for Jamaica. So no matter, first of all, I have no problem with that. But me just find it strange that you're trying to find reasons why you can excuse that. But the man born in England, them are great born in England, that's why him born. You know what it is to be born somewhere. The same like a man born in Jamaica want to play for Jamaica. A man born in England, him first thing he might go up and he want to play for England. So what if the man not come out right away and say, oh, I want to play for Jamaica? That means you're not a fan of the man. If the man choose to play for Jamaica afterwards and him come and him play good for it, and we can achieve things with him on the team, that's all that matters, boss. That's all that matters.
All right. Yeah. All right.
All a man who not born in the country to no commitment to the country.
All right. Me see what you say. All right. All I in the comment section, I say me dead. Me accept me dead. Yeah.
No,
feel good.
the man,
Hold on.
no, bro.
Me,
It's not a matter of dead. It's just you understand the point. That's all. Which is
yeah,
what
no, I understand everything we must say.
So here's what. Hold
When
on,
there
man.
is the ignorant, you know.
Right, no, man. So here's what. Because Chris is saying that Leon Bailey was born in Jamaica and wanted to play for Belgium and even England. Did you have a problem with that, or do you have a problem with Leon Bailey?
I don't think him did want to do that still.
I mean, I think.
Oh, so that was a job. All right.
I just correct that.
I think that was just sham or putting on paper by a certain man still. But me not think the youth did want to do that. You know him couldn't do that.
Money.
Okay. All right. Demo, before you go salty, because I know you're busy still. Demo say I must ask you, what is the score for the match? We know you don't predict score still, so we don't know Demo ask you.
I don't predict score. I just go watch the team win, you know. We can't win a Champions League down at Anfield still. We always go out with things down at Anfield, a Champions League. We not two get beaten still. So hopefully we win the game still. But I don't think you're gonna lose.
Okay.
I don't think you're gonna lose. But I just gonna watch, you know.
Okay.
To predict score and because you see score prediction. Score prediction is no different from what you want. You know? Like if me I go predict the score, me not gonna predict say Liverpool are gonna lose. Me I go predict you some sort of score say Liverpool win the game, right? So it don't make no sense me even bother with my prediction because my prediction I just want more to happen. Win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not really a being.
It's not like any little analysis or anything like that. It's just I want more Liverpool in the game. So if you ask me what is the score going to be, I'm gonna give you a score in favor of Liverpool. Simple. And a man who want Liverpool to lose, I'm gonna give you a score in favor of Real Madrid. You not got nothing to do with the game, really. But we are watching still.
Yeah, man. All right. So to big up.
All right, there I go and look still.
Yeah. So let me ask you, Soti, like my son, if America reach out to your son, because you have one we're playing right now. I know the bigger one that playing, but the one that playing right now. If America reach out to him, and I know he has connection to Jamaica, and say, listen, we want to call you up. Would you tell him to wait for Jamaica? You tell him to go and play for America?
To call him up to them national team?
Yeah.
Well, I would have loved if my son play for Jamaica still, you know. If that would happen. But would have to think about what better for him still. Yes, man. Yes, man, the whole politics are always go on now, I think still. And nobody now really protect the ball of them and thing. And when them dump the ball of them, the man not really have the ball of them back and so. So I don't know, Bridget. I would have to tell him, say, whatever your heart desire, you do.
Oh, so you don't tell him to make the choice? Yeah.
Yeah, but me think in the real way, in the right way still, better thing would be to play for America.
Yeah, me always think about that with my son as well, you know. But yeah,
But I would want him to play for Jamaica, but me think personally if he want benefit and for him future it would be better for play for America. You see the American youth, them man, them have what the youth here when him uncle at Jamaica and him uncle have one restaurant at Queens. Timothy Weah. Him there Lil, McKinney there Leeds, Tyler Adams there Leeds, Jerry there
Brasha
Dartman.
yeah. Pulisic there Chelsea.
Pulisic there Chelsea.
Turner
Tim
there
Reams,
Arsenal.
Tim Reams there Fulham, and so forth and so on. So it's more out there for them move to them places than the Jamaican baller. Apart from Leon Bailey, I don't see no like Jamaican baller them are going on like them there.
Yeah.
So man.
All right, let's see. Maybe.
Sentimentally, would I want you play for Jamaica, but if you look on it, dissect it and look into the whole picture, what me think would have better for him personally and in future and in life, would I say, go America.
Yeah.
Play for America.
Clayton Maraj was a Howard University man said, I think playing for Jamaica would give them a longer international career. I guess because with teams like the USA and like England.
Not sure about that.
No, brother. No,
the
brother.
politics of Jamaica and everything. Not sure about it.
Hold on, bro. Let's be honest. You see, in a certain cases, you have a longer international career in Jamaica. Remember saying, these bigger countries have a bigger pool, you know. If let's say that you're at for a good 3 seasons, seeing you're going wicked and you kind of slow up the 4th season, and the next year to come out at academy hot. Everybody is like, yo, call up, no, take your game. 3 seasons you play for England final. While with Jamaica, probably you have 10 seasons I play for the national team because you're the top man in the position.
No, man, but the thing with Jamaica is that you may be called now, and then you don't get called back again no matter what kind of form you're on. So you also have that, which is what probably saying that his son could choose to play for Jamaica.
No, what me I say is this. Yes, for the whole part things we hear about Jamaica thing. Let's say America comes now and a coach come and he not pick Western McKinney. Yeah, a man gonna ask him, he might go press conference and them thing there, and them gonna write enough article and say, why you don't pick this man? Why him do? What happened? This and that and that. So people are question it and they gonna put pressure upon it and so why Western McKinney not in the team? And so on. So but now Jamaica now, yes, for certain thing where we hear and thing. The coach them can just chop off some man for some liquor thing, man. And nobody over business so them man they don't get called and that thing. If you have some personal issues or some little thing you hear so that some man just get picked and you hear through the grapevine why they not get picked. But you know, the media pressure it. You know, the fans themselves now pressure it. The fans just move with the thing. When a man get dropped, the fans them not really business, you know. Like them not really pressure and them not move to the next one. Because they not really care about the ball of them like that, you know. So them just move with the thing. So because of that, a whole man get chopped up by Jamaica team because of personal issues, personal differences, and a man can't just drop you for nothing, brethren, and you know you're nothing about it.
Prime example, Grant. We still wait for Grant call up. And Grant I wanna best player in the qualification cycle. Remember say Grant nobody never know the brother.
And him just get dropped, right?
So
everybody that say him that play good. Everybody that say Grant did not play good and him yeah.
So this member say nobody know Grant for Adams, you know, bro. I remember say everybody say, oh, you're not good at one game. How the wickedest thing? And when the man drop people say Jesus Christ, them are wicked.
Yeah, because like
but look how Grant. But we not hear about Grant again and nobody not ask a question.
All right, so there are 2 sets of things. Clayton is saying that. He's saying that, look at, I think Omar Cummins he's talking about too. Jeff Cunningham, he's saying, prime example of Jeff Cunningham that played for USA and not Jamaica. But then Duckland is saying that what about like Chris Humphries, who was called
My
up for a
coach.
couple of games? You don't hear nothing about him. Then you hear about like dude named McMaster, called up, you don't hear nothing about him. Which is so there are two sides of the argument to this whole thing. Still, but
man.
let's see, Diego, maybe your son will play under 20 for Jamaica. I don't know, because by next year I'm still ready for it.
Oh, last time I asked him, I laugh. But, because I went,
Well, we talk to you, bud.
all right, bless up, man. I'm going to listen.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, man. So you have a son who can play for Jamaica in college right now. You know, played in Jamaica a little bit in his younger years, but in college doing well on the football
Man,
field.
it
Yeah.
definitely have two sides to the coin. It's like you can have a longer career, but but sometimes it not necessarily pan out that way because of politics or the coach have bring them feelings in it or whatever the case. So why? I'm gonna say my reason I can identify two sides of the coin. So I can understand the Southeast say I'm on rather choosing country, but yet still me.
Now the country that he's born in.
Yeah. Sorry about
Yeah.
it. But my thing is the money, man. Seeing so have players like that. You must say if you get one Rabbit Earl money, you must say Rabbit Earl go one World Cup in a done with Jamaica after that.
Was it Robbie Earl old, man?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but him that let's say that him
it's
have
not like
he
Robbie
never
Earl
did
could go
stop.
back
He
to the
never did
next World,
stop.
but he couldn't go back to the
He
next
never
World
stopped
Cup.
play.
The man
He never
retired from
stopped play club
international
ball,
football.
He never
Yeah, but
stopped play club ball,
yeah,
He
but
stopped
you
play
can retire
international
from
ball.
international football. Yeah, a lot of people go to the World Cup and after that then retire from international. I don't think anything is wrong with that. Still,
One in, me nah like
the man
player
scored the
like
first goal for Jamaica in a World Cup. Still, you know.
one in player like that. We have trust issues with them. That are my thing. That's why I say yo, Umbre, I feel a type of yeah, man. You know what I say? And that is my personal feelings. But now take nothing from say him not ready or whatever the case may be. He's a good player, but as how I feel, and at the same thing, I could have say with Ivan Tony. Yeah, we are in the process of work out the thing, and because it look like we never bother qualifying, just drop him on and say, oh, nah,
Yeah,
bother.
you know what though, wicked man, bro? You have to ask yourself, how many of these things that we actually hear are actually true? Because a lot of times when we hear the things, we hear that the man did prepare documents and because Jamaica not qualify, that is why. So many times, do you have proof for that? I always say to people that we need to have proof that these are the actual things. You understand me? Because some of the things I don't believe are true. I really don't believe a lot of the things are true. I
I
think
must
that
say,
sometimes people just make up stories.
you have to, I must say, you have to look on it from two sides and see if the cons or pros outweigh the cons.
Yeah, you understand me? So sometimes some of the things, like I said, that they are close to it, but they are not true. Yeah, there you go. Do you have proof for Ivan Tony? Sometimes we don't have no proof. We have to have basically like what? Where is the proof? Like from my sources up to December, people around Tony said that he's not at the place because of other things. To think about that right now, give him some time.
But money is not that place on the rate 80, but he got an English card up. He never
Yeah,
play, but
yeah.
him
But
go.
what I'm saying though is that, and I am saying that that is okay because that's where the man is born. So I am not saying that he should play. I'm not saying that, but we don't know the full story. All right, I remember. I think it was Mikel Antonio when Mikel Antonio first played for Jamaica, right? A lot of people were saying that he was old. Why was he there and why, blah, 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 all of that. And he said, no, he wanted to play for Jamaica from a long time ago. And he said that the day when they came and looked at him, he wasn't good enough. Mikel Antonio said that.
Yeah, in 2010, him said them they come
Yeah, so see
scouting.
somebody here, Colin Sinclair said Max Aaron wrote an article about his journey in 2021 and said nobody contacted him about playing for Jamaica, although it was in the media in 2020. He asked his dad, who said he was never contacted. He asked who said he was, yeah, and yeah, there you go. And people are saying that people spoke to Max Aaron. And here you go. So somebody come out and said he was never. Where is the proof? And so a lot of times, yes, this player said that he wants to. Where is the proof? So I remember, right? Somebody said Emil Simitro have a Jamaican flag up and him talk about eating curry chicken and that him love Jamaica. And that means that he wanted and he would play for Jamaica. That's not true, brother. That's not true. I know people who play in the NBA right now. When you go to their homes, well, let me know. A person, when you go to their home, they have Jamaican flag. Them cook Jamaican food. Them have the latest Jamaican artists them. But here is what. Them not have no desire to play basketball for Jamaica. But they love Jamaica. In fact, when Jamaica plays football game in the state that they're at or any track and field event because they like sport, when they have time, they will go and support Jamaica. They will give back to Jamaica. But when they come on to playing basketball, they want to play for the American basketball team. So there are persons like that. And I'm saying that I totally understand it. The good thing we have a coach that wants to engage and has been engaging a whole lot of people. So, him not so big deal.
But man,
Him come off the bench, Demon. Come off the bench. Him come off the
but
bench.
man,
He's a bench player. He's a
man,
bench player.
I can ask you something.
Him not
So,
so big yet. Go
so
ahead.
okay, I understand what you're saying. I really do. Because right now, if never, I'm not going at that. But as me I say, if okay, say you have a player where play run on one part, and say yo, whatever the case may be, my work with England or whichever part him there, and all of a sudden make a 360 U-turn because it look like say him chance is gone and our chances look like it a go be fruitful and we're qualified for World Cup or whatever the case may be. And him just use it for the opportunity for get to a World Cup or a major competition. You think that fear or isn't he cheating somebody will actually will
All
have
right.
the utmost
All right.
desire who
Let,
want to
let me
represent?
let me
Just
answer
ask
you
a
that.
question, man.
Yeah, man. Good question. If you ask me about fairness, I would say that it's hard to determine in these cases because I have to know all the factors to determine what is fair or not. But let me use a simple example that maybe both of us. You support a team in the Premier League, EPL.
Mm.
No, me ask you if you support a team in the EPL.
Yeah, man, Chelsea.
Chelsea. All right. So Madrid put up all of those things about Arsenal and talk about Arsenal. Right? He changed his mind and then he came to Chelsea. Should Chelsea buy him, seeing that he was talking all? Why did Chelsea take him, seeing that he was doing all of these things? How he loved Arsenal and he has been an Arsenal fan for this time and supporting Arsenal. Then, bam, Chelsea give him some money. You think it is fair to the next player that was out there who really wanted to come to Chelsea?
Mine wrong example.
Imagine
Yeah,
wrong
you
example.
know why I'm gonna say wrong example? You know why I'm gonna say wrong example, bro? You want to say
Okay.
wrong example. You want to
Yeah.
say wrong example. A club football that I'm all the time.
You
You
want to
forget
say
about
about club
Robinho
football.
going to
So my
Chelsea and
question.
become Man City. Me
So
and
my
you
question.
are different. And
My question is that due to the shortage of midfielders and the less kids
Good,
that I've said.
good afternoon, Alex.
Good afternoon, Mr. Valid. How are you
And there are
doing?
some people, and there are some people listening to. No man, there are some other people listening in the comment section. I think it would be nice if when you came and you said good afternoon. Go ahead, Alex. Alex muted.
well, plug out him, mic.
The afternoon people then plug out the mic and disconnect. The
You
man
man
gone to
say
me tell
you're
him, man.
not a manners boy.
No, me tell him man, me say good afternoon and the man cut off here, man. Boy, me I tell you.
Yeah. Alex a drama man in a malin.
We just ask him
Hey,
and me tell the
private
people them
talk
good
something over
afternoon.
here.
And the man cut off. Oh God. Was that wrong, people? Did I do the wrong thing? Did I do something? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I know. I should have just allowed him to talk. Yeah, Alex, but I think it would be nice if you say good afternoon to the other panelists and to the people in the comment section before you get to the question. So yeah.
Brian a beat.
So I said that the Madrid situation is different.
Yeah, it's different because club player do that all the time. So you can't use that man. You have to use a situation with more direct to this so we are talking about. Because a man can't say anything and a club give him a big amount man say, me I go for the money. So can't use this.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So I don't think if a player is saying he wants to play for England and England don't select him and he says, okay, you don't want to select, you don't want me, let me go and play for Jamaica and show you how good I am. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Man, no, that's a true. That's a true the question out there, no, man.
I don't yeah, and so if I said today I'm going to play for Jamaica and you wait until 6 months time and England don't call and then you say, okay, I'm going to play for Jamaica, you're better than me, you get my game. Because it's not first come, first serve. It's
What is?
better come, better play.
Yeah, that's true. Better go, better play. But man, what if this young man comes and get the game and it doesn't pan out well, or we don't qualify. Man, they say, oh, you're retire from this, me done with this, I'm not coming back.
Yeah, see
Basically,
somebody says
like what
yeah.
Mariana Diaz do to DR. The man play one game and never go back and still away from a Spain call up and now go back.
But
And he's
maybe
29
what I'm
now.
saying though, maybe there are other factors that led to that. Maybe some things happened that were left a bitter taste in his mouth.
No, me read why no. When Lopotegi become Spain manager, him that call him and him left and go Real Madrid. So
Yeah.
that are the reason why him turned on the next DR call up because somebody will favor him that call him and then
All right, Alex has returned.
Good afternoon, my name is man, and good afternoon to the next panelist on the line. I got a
Wonderful.
call.
Go ahead.
I got a call. That's why the thing cut out. But my question is, man,
Bastomix.
my question is that due to the shortage of quality midfielders that we have, will the coach call up a likes of Casey Palmer that been playing very good in the championship this season, has been one of the best, I think statistic, one of the best passer in the championship. Are the coaches looking into that player and looking into, we know we have abundance of wingers and midfielder inverted forwards, but the coach is recruiting more defenders and midfielders that have a hole on his squad depth going into the
You
preparation for
you are
2026.
asking me, management, if I think the coach will call Casey Palmer.
No, yes, I'm asking your opinion.
Alex, let me ask you the same question. Do you think the coach will call Casey Palmer?
Well, in my opinion, I don't know if the coach was cut. Well,
So
let me fix it straight. In my opinion,
The man say he can read mind.
you wanna ask me if the coach really? Alex, I'm supposed to know that. I'm not a part of the coaching staff. What you can ask me is if I were the coach, if I would call particular players, then I can tell you who I would call. But you can ask me.
Mannings, you know why Alex asked you that? You must say you in a picture for the coach for already, you know.
Then you
And you
never
want the
see,
coach up and down, you know.
no man. Then you don't see other people. They are training beside the coach. I'm not the only one beside the coach, brother. A lot of people are beside the coach. A lot of you never see Simon Preston today.
No,
at the press
we
conference.
never see that.
He was there.
You are Guna, we see. You are Guna, we see.
Me?
but man, yeah, in
Go
my opinion, if I was a coach, though, if you were the coach, the management, would you pick him?
Where you say, look, one? My opinion, if you
No, listen. You're not listening. I said, in your opinion, in management opinion,
yeah.
in management opinion, if you were the coach, would you pick Casey Palmer at this current moment?
I would look at the players that are there, and if he's the one, if you're the one, if he's the one playing the best, I would, I. Sorry, at the comment section, I laugh. People laughing to them. Sorry, we get my composure. If I were the coach, right, Alex, and I would select the best. I'm getting a feedback.
Yeah, my ear.
1, 2, check. Yeah. If I were the coach, right, the first thing I'm doing is that the players that I had for the Argentina game from England, I want those players because I've worked with them, and this is a one-off Nations League game against Mexico. I'd work with players who I've worked with before, right, and players who have played together before. I would not, like I said, I would add a Demarai Gray because I would bring back a Bobby Reed. That's me. I'd have Mikel Antonio. All right. I'd have the Shamar Nicholson and the Kemar Roof. Right. That's me because I want some consistency in the team. In the midfield, I'm going to have my Ravel Morrison. I don't remember who played D mid in the. I think the D mid was it Daniel Johnson who played D mid in the Argentina game. Who played? Who played D mid in the Argentina game?
DJ play D mid.
Right. You have Ethan Pinnock, you have Amari Bell.
Ethan
He didn't play, but he's going to play, right? So you're bringing Ethan Pinnock, you're bringing Amari Bell, you're bringing. So I want to do that because you want to win this game. No, Casey Palmer is a player that the coach needs to look at, whether he's going to go to England and look at him or he's going to do. But it's going to be very tough, I think, for the coach playing his first official game to bring in players that he has never worked with. Though there is a long camp, because there's a long camp, So, for example, I would bring in, personally, Delano Splat. I would try to see if I could get Delano Splat to come and play in one of the games against Trinidad, to look at him to see if I could get I would bring Omari Hutchinson, find out if Chelsea would allow him to come and play. There's a next player called at Tottenham called Casanova.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me finish now, man. I would bring them if they can come for the Trinidad game, for the last one, which will lead right into the camp. I would look at them, all right? And if after looking at them, here's what. If they look good, I'd put them in. I would say, all right, stay for the Nations League game. But as a coach, I think it would be better. Now, again, all of us can say this player look better because I may be telling you that, listen, Leon Bailey looks good. But what the coach may be looking for is different from what we are looking at. The coach has his own philosophy, which he spoke about. So how he wants the team to play, he also must see the players that best fits that. So a player maybe let me say playing very well, but the coach may think like, listen, you don't do the things that I want to do. The guy who was at he's playing in Portugal. He's a Tottenham player. Think his name is Marcus Edwards.
Edwards.
Very good player. But if you watch, if you listen to the coach and you watch Marcus Edwards, it is going to be a very difficult thing, because too many of our wingers don't defend, and how many of them you can bring into a team. So here's what I have learned. You see, anytime you have a discussion about players, in Jamaica, it goes sour, it goes down south, it get dirty, it get nasty, you get misquoted, you get misrepresented. So if I don't say KC Palmer must play, people are go vex. So here's what I do, Alex. You want KC Palmer get called? Call KC Palmer. Anybody you tell me, no, let me tell you how it is. Because anything I say, as long as I don't call KC Palmer name to be a part of the coach starting 11 or squad, it's a problem. That's how we have the football discussion. Because anyone who you believe is playing good, the coach must call them, which is why I'm saying that the coach has full autonomy over the team. So you ask me my opinion, and my opinion is, if I were the coach, I'm going to work with the players that I've used before in the next game that I play. And then for my Gold Cup squad, which is after this, I will have enough time to put games in to look at other players. That's my opinion. All right? Now, if you want to say I am wrong, that is fine.
All right. So my question is that you mentioned about Delano Splat and Amari Hutchinson. All right. So USA had a game, I think in January camp. It was not a FIFA window where they get the likes of players out in Germany to come play for them, like the young kid that play for the U20 that's just signed to Germany, and they got Gabriel Slolina that plays for Chelsea, and they come out. How does USA get the leverage of those players and not the international window, but why us Jamaicans?
Well, all right. Several reasons. Alex, didn't I just say to you? That's what I'm saying, that at the end of the day, Alex, here's the thing. No matter what I say, your point is what is right. So here's the thing. You answer the question, because it don't matter what I tell you. I just said, that one of the things that can happen is that we can call Omari Hutchinson, Delan. I call those names, and here's what you ask me. So nothing that I say.
No, one is my not understand what I'm saying. I'm saying how does USA can get
But
leverage.
yeah, but what I'm saying to you, but what the USA did is what I am suggesting.
Yes,
whether or not it can happen, Alex, me no control that.
But I'm saying, how it's fair to them for the big club to send their players to them, but why they can't send us to Jamaica?
But me can't answer that, Alex. I can't answer that. I can't. How am I going to? So USA gets their players. I am saying that Jamaica should call some players. So I need to wait and see if when Jamaica call them, they don't get them. What if Jamaica get the players to come and play against Trinidad? What if 4 or 5 of these players end up coming to play? Because what if Connor Boyce Clark came and kept for Jamaica? Will my argument change? So I'm saying that we don't know. We have to wait and see. But we must also understand that a lot of the clubs in England are owned by Americans. They have American owners.
Man, that's a answer.
Some of them have American owners. So there may be a player, for example, who is at, say, Chelsea, that is not playing in Chelsea Academy. And they call Todd Bowley and say, listen, talk to the coaching staff, see if we can release him. And they will. Which Jamaican can call the owner of one of the clubs that they know? We don't. So we don't know. But I just said it. I think some of these players who are not playing, maybe Omari Hutchinson, Kiddo Taylor Hart, maybe the coach should call them, let them come to this Trinidad game, Because right after the Trinidad game is the camp. Right? Is a camp. So bam. If they look good, say listen, all right, I'm going to Connor Boyce Clark, you should be in the squad. Omari Hutchinson, man, you so impressed me. I'm going to put you in this. Delano Splat, you're going to be my CDM. I don't know. I'm saying that is what I would do. All right. Brian, you have been silent for a minute. What say you?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Alex gone.
In credit done, Brian.
Credit? Okay.
Brian, this one. Alex,
So,
Brian, we're
yeah,
not
me
hearing
hear,
you, you know.
you not hear me?
We're just hearing you now.
Yeah, me hear you mention Splat. You know, so there's a kid who got the under 20 qualifier, but me hope him not get lost in the system.
Dexter?
Luke Badley Morgan.
I think he's injured, isn't he?
The last I heard, he transferred to Stoke, though, you know, so
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
think he's injured. But all of those players I think should be called. If they can come, they should be called up. Because some of these questions I cannot answer.
Yeah, but more I know is, Alex, come like Alex knows something we don't know, you know, because when I ask you who the coach are going to pick.
Yeah.
But the truth is, I personally I would invite Casey Palmer because I think he's been doing well. I watched some snippets of some games that Coventry played, and I don't think I think he deserves a call up or a recall. But I could understand though if the coach is saying for this one-off game, I want to invite players who have worked with before, given what is on the line in regards to this game. But I wouldn't also feel anyway if him give him a call up too. So I think it goes both ways. But I understand the point though about the players and the familiarity and stuff like that. And I don't know if a player like Casey Palmer would come to play against Trinidad in terms of I don't know if his club would release him. So it would be easier to get the younger players like Omari Hutchinson and those players because they are playing like Premier League PL2.
Right.
So it would be a lot easier to get those players.
Today, you know what I did? I watch the games then. And there are reasons why I have to watch the games, all right? Outside of just wanting to watch football. For example, I made sure today I watch Amari Bell playing a very good game against Burnley. I watched Kemar Roof in his game. All right. And I said it again. And at the end of the day, there are 800. There's a number. And I'm telling you this. The databases with names from 16-year-old to 30 and a little bit over. The amount of players that are available, right? Not all of them have their citizenship, but a lot do. Is over 800 outside of Jamaica. So let's dismiss everybody who plays football in Jamaica. There's nobody in Jamaica who can play football. So let's forget about all of them and just focus on the 800 outside. The coach is going to pick 20 players. Brian, you work in the banking sector. Tell me if I'm accurate. That's around 2.5% of 820.
Yeah, or thereabout.
2.5%. Because so only 2.5% of the players will be called. So if you put it at out of every 10, it's just 2. Everyone will not be called. I guarantee you that if Coach Hal Grimson picks a team right now and don't pick Ravel Morrison, people will curse and say he must be fired. And if the coach picks a team and picks Ravel Morrison and don't pick Casey Palmer, people are going to say he's supposed to be fired. If he picks both of them and don't pick DJ, people going to say must be fired. If he picks DJ, he picks Ravel, he picks Bobby, he picks Casey, and the team loses, people going to say he must be fired. Because there's always going to be someone else when the team lose that if that person had played. It's just the way football is. If he picks Connor Boyce Clark and he leaves out Andre Blake, people going to say he must be fired. If he picks Wade and leave out Connor Boyce Clark, people are going to be upset. If he doesn't pick former captain, if he picks Amari Bell and don't pick Greg Lee and the team lose, people gonna complain. If he picks Shamar and don't pick Roof, people gonna complain. If he picks Roof and don't pick Shamar and the team lose, so there is no team that the coach can put together that people not going to have a problem with. So we should not come on and have argument because they are different things. And everybody cannot be picked. It's only 2.5% of the available players outside of Jamaica that can make a squad. 2.5%. 2 in every 10. No man. Chris, I'm talking about this coach and I'm talking about this squad. We're not go back to the past. I thought the conversation was about this coach. I didn't know it was about the past. I'm talking about this coach. This coach right now. At the end of the day, if the coach says, listen, I can't, all right. If the coach says, listen, right now, I'm going to pick Whisper and say don't pick Roof, and the team loses, and Whisper miss a goal, some of the same people who are saying that he should be in the team would complain that Roof was on better form. And if Roof is picked, I'm talking about this present coach, and not Whisper, and Roof gets it on his left foot and should bang it home and kicks it wide, people are going to say that Whisper should have played over him. So we have to allow the coach to pick the team. That's all I am saying. Nobody at any point said KC Palmer is not good, or is not playing good, or is not on form. There's no argument about that. Nobody's saying that. Ravel Morrison, when he initially started playing for Jamaica, wasn't playing, and he still looked good. So at what point do we say trust the coach to do the job? At what point? At what point do we just say let's talk about who should be in the side? Let the coach decide that, and then we support him. At what point does the coach get the right to do that without us having debate about who should be in the team? At what point? That is the question.
Yeah, Munnings, but to be honest, I don't think you'll ever get to that point, though, because that's just the way sports is. I mean, people will always have their own opinion as to who should play and who shouldn't play, who should be selected and who shouldn't. So we're not gonna ever get to that point. But I mean, we can still express a level of reasonableness in our discourse and stuff like that. Because I mean, but the truth is, regardless of what happens, once one player get picked, because somebody else always think say there's another player who them think should have been selected, who would have done a better job. So I don't think we're gonna escape that.
All right. So Chris Smith, let me ask you a simple question. All right. On form, select the 11 players. If you were the coach, on form, who are the 11 players that you would pick? Yeah. Right? Because You swear that they said that you said earlier, you know, that you know me and I don't know you. You swear I don't know you. You swear that man is man, I know you, don't it? If you only knew. Anyways, you select your team. All
Money.
right, and anybody else,
Money.
unform. Well, I know unform. Select the players. Select instead of asking questions, Chris, you answer some questions. So my question to you is unform. Who are the 11 players you're picking to play against Mexico? Unform. Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. Trouble the foot, Jason. Demo is smiling to the bank. You understand what I'm saying, Brian?
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Yeah. So seeing that, because it is a coach's job. However, I feel like every time I hear you, Chris, I feel like you have exclusive rights to what and who supposed to be selected to the national program. So I defer to you as the person with superior knowledge of inform and out of arm players. So this is a stream that possibly the coach will watch. Inform who are the 11 players you would start in Mexico's game. All right, just do that. Just
Money. No longer asking the question. I know me can't see.
no man. One thing he will answer. He may take some time, but he will answer. He's probably checking stats right now.
And I know that that the downfall with the ball game nowadays. Everybody is so concerned with stats. Sometimes them say numbers don't lie, but numbers do lie. You see me I say? Sometimes you have to just pick where you see.
Bridget, all right, big deal. Let me tell you something. Big deal Len alone from the start. Well, no, from around September to this February alone, me guarantee you that Big D Len send me more than 100 players that can play for Jamaica and play good football. Big deal, big deal. Allow me to tell him alone by himself. All right. So here is the starting 11. Jamal Low, no, Damian Low. I think that is Low, Latibodier, Lembe Kisa, Bell, Pinnock, Ravel, DJ, Blake, Mikel, Boza, Gray, Leon Bailey. But that's not 11. That's not 11 player, man. That's not 11 player, man.
All right.
But isn't Kemar Roof and farm?
Well, no, man, you must see them things come like bad mind, you know. Them things can never stop, you know. Watch this now. So, you know, pick Kemar Roof. That's why they're going to lose. So, you know, pick Lamar. That's why they're going to lose. You know, pick that.
What about, yeah? What about? Oh, all right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, right? Oh, you say Kemar Roof, 19.
I'm
all right?
Amari. I'm at Amari.
Yeah, man, him at Amari. 19. So you need one more player. So that's 19 player. All right. So look at this now. So that's 19 player. Let's work with your 19 players. Good list. All right. But you need an next goalkeeper. So you have Jamali Waite and Connor Boyce Clark. Jamali Waite kept well. He's in form. Do you pick him or do you call Connor Boyce Clark? Delano Splat has been playing well. Do you pick him or do you not? There is Jamal Lowe that has been playing well. Do you pick him or do you not? Greg Lee has come back and has played well. Do you pick him or do you not? This means that Javian Brown and Kaheem Paris. Some people are going to say Kaheem Paris hasn't done anything to not be called up. Demarai Gray is available. You have him not. Oh, you had him now.
All away of our favorite and who we want to see and this
He
and that.
must be there. You see, all that he's doing right now, you see when him go through now, him start laugh. He's laughing to himself. No, Brian saying that, yeah man, it not easy. I don't see all former captain Jesus play centre back who has been playing good. I don't see Wes Harding name who has been playing well. Wes Harding has been playing very well. I don't see his name in your squad. What's the other centre back name? And he's shorter than oh geez,
Liam Moore.
Liam Moore.
But Liam Moore just come back from an injury still.
What about his name? What a good season. Turgot.
Yeah, Blair Turgot.
See Rob there, and Flem must start play a ball now. Flem must play.
John Russell. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ask you to Justin McMaster to
Justin
McMaster.
Some people are going to say, why the coach don't give Kidder Taylor Hart an opportunity now? Seeing that he's now playing.
Owen.
I hear people saying that. I hear people saying that Lovelace must be given an opportunity too. There are people who believe that Whisper coming from Newcastle Whisper coming from Newcastle should be given a national call-up now. So it is a very, all I'm saying, Chris Simmons, that though you have selected that and a lot of us will agree, there are still going to be some disagreements. See somebody asking you, no Whisper, no Lovelace?
Next man, my today says Zimini is scoring a Belgium too. Not like a game.
I don't know about that. I'm not touching that favor one.
no man, money. Are you serious thing? Me sure. I'm fresh talk about it. Flemo
I'm telling you, I'm not
play against Bordeaux.
I'm not buying that one, but you
no
guys.
Man. I watch a match, man. Money. He play last week and he play weekend gone. Man get an assist too. So he might play. So you have a bag of man where play ball now where you can't call them name from now till a man and till the next day.
A lot of Jamaicans have not been tracking Casanova at Tottenham. People check him out. No, I didn't call. No, but I'm saying. Yeah. So the point is, no matter who.
What the player name come from Mobile where you see the Mount Pleasant? If they are Indian now, every minute me say see my score.
Fletcher.
Yeah. Somebody gonna make a case for him too, you know. I pray for somebody gonna make a case for everybody.
Man, tell you. So would you have just a couple players where play a name and them have feed them people rate them and feed them fans.
A lot of people believe that this youth name he used to play for Arnett Garden. Cephas. Andre Gray has been in very good form. Form as well. Yeah.
So I'm a sharpshooter down there, man.
So he should be.
I think going for play with neither.
So So sometimes, even as fans, we cannot put 20 players together. So we have to leave the coach. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But CFAS, many people, like where he's at, if you listen to the interviews and you get the translation for some of the things in their newspaper, they keep on asking how he doesn't have an international cap.
Because my names, what them not understand say over there, you know, we have player play in the top 5. I mean, maybe that's why he doesn't get a call up yet. Well, who knows? But me genuinely feel like see if I get a call up to call a boy a ground playing boy fast man.
So it is all we have to do. I think what we have to do, yeah, we can say, hey, there is this player, but the coach cannot select everyone. And then I am willing, having seen what I saw, Javian Brown is not in this, you know. And many of us said that game against 2 for Liverpool. Oh my word! That Javian Brown, many people said the best game he played for Jamaica was against Argentina. And they said the new coach made him look so much better. So what I'm saying is that the game that we have to play against Mexico, the coach must select players that he has explained some of his system to before, and bring in probably 1 or 2. But some people don't mention Javian Brown. No, but Chris never have Brown in his whole thing, you know.
Mornings, me have to run here. Me I listen to your comments.
Yeah, man.
Me
All
listen to
right.
streams. Yeah, bless up, bro.
Yeah, man, brother. Brother, we can call him from now till the morning. It no make no sense. At the end of the day, at night, another coach decision on who he wants to pick. I don't know who we want to see. Because I'm sure now if it go out there and win, lose or draw, well, our have to work with it. We as fans, we're too entitled. And we
What
not have
about
nothing to be entitled about.
Dylan Barnes?
No, the Marcus and say him not playing the ball, so can't call that one. But
Understand me?
I just the truth, you know, man. I just the truth. We're too entitled. And we not have nothing to be entitled about. But say we don't win no World Cup, we don't win no Gold Cup, we just go to final. We're very entitled about. If anybody very entitled, I know we not maybe the Dutch. And them they're not that entitled. When it come out to selecting squads are what me know of.
Yeah. You have all thing there. Jordan Cousins. We never mention his name again.
Really?
You know, so Curtis Tilt. What about?
Where's Hardin?
No. I think Wes Hardin probably gonna be one of the right. What is the name of the young player from Liverpool? Harvey, what is his name? Harvey Blair. Harvey Blair, he was the one modeling the Jamaican jersey. He's a Jamaican player. He has the afro. People say that Harvey Blair should be called up. Man can't be modeling the Jamaican jersey and don't come play for Jamaica. So he must be called up. You understand me? Harvey Blair is his name. Play for Liverpool. In the Liverpool Academy.
We play for the U20 man, I'm Brown, I'm here Platter. Where him name again? And then call him Things or something like that.
Tyler Roberts.
Yeah, man. You can't call amount of name, brother. We can use the whole day and tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. Right now, you get nowhere. So at the end of the day, brother, it up to Grimmy. He the man with the final say and the final decision and his staff. We just have to work with what we have. I'm say with just two entitled, that would have nothing entitled about.
I think Jamaica should try and get. You know what I think Jamaica. I think who they should try and get is Kyle Walker Peters, Mitchell, and Ferguson. Nathan Ferguson, Kyle Walker, Deshaun Bernard, Levi Colwell, the Chelsea player at Brighton, good centre back that. Those are the players. I think, and we need to get Reece Oxford to come play CDM.
Oxford always one of English call up.
Yeah.
It go back to what you had talked about earlier, Mannings.
That's yeah. You know. Yeah. But people, Champions League start, you know. You don't know it's 3 hours. But big up for yourself. Big up for yourself. Yeah. I think this is the player. If like this is the player that this is one of the players that I would love for him to play for Jamaica. I know that he's a youth captain with the English system. I'd love to see him play for Jamaica. You understand me? I am telling you that. It's like how everybody have them different favorite. This is my favorite player. Overall, Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock is ahead of him, but this player, big player.
Mannings.
Yeah. Check him out. I tell you, check him out.
Mannings, it's what Tennessee say.
Yeah,
that's
but that's
all we have to do.
Yeah.
And stop moaning and growing and complain about this and that and the third and just be supportive. Because at the end of the day, we as fans can't make this decision. If it's a case where a player was cast aside because of something where petty and the player one of the best player them, like what them do for Black Pearl, I can't understand. But otherwise from that, we just stop complain and just get behind the squad and just support them and give them a full one team support.
All may I tell you, say, you see, if Jamaica get this player named Levi, run at the defense with Ethan Pinnock, a problem. May I tell you?
They say, no more game again.
This is a big, listen, Low have to step up in game 1 trillion times. The youth here, this youth, may I tell you, say, watch him. No, watch him, no, man. Watch him for Brighton, no, man. I'm not joking, may I tell you, man. What you think Brighton can play out of the box, sir? And no disrespect to no player, but this player, the man can all be a future England centre back. The man, in bad man. Generally, me want to see players, but you see when me watch the player, may I tell you. Just watch him. People even watch him. Remember the name and watch him, Levi. And then for the younger players, watch the youth name. Me know him, you know, because he mash up my Arsenal midfield already. Him name Casanova. Dangerous baller. Dangerous baller. But people, we are going to run, you know. Yeah, man, we are going to leave the match. We don't miss no more of it. Wicked man, Chris,
yeah, man.
Up and running. Everybody in the comment section, bless up on yourself. People, hit the like button before you go. Big up one and all. Yeah, let's discuss without digressing into disrespect. I am Man's man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. As usual, when it gets to this point of the show, we say we are over and we are OUT out.